shit, give a fuck what you man. You can die right now if you think you gon' try. Niggas claiming they gang, but they ain't gang. Cause I'm sitting right here with Lone right now. And I'm rolling right now. I drink, yeah, I'm loaded right now. I pull up with like 15 black trails, feel like president. 250,000 is how my day was spent. I stuffed that shit in my trials and yeah, they finished.
What I spent on lean, I could've went and bought Mercedes Benz. She said she feeling me, but I think I won't go and fuck her friend. I'm on tour, bitch, but I still linked up with the X-Man. Count up money and put up, drink this shit just like Eddie. Every day I'm fresh with the swag, I go spend it. Upside down, crush up against, go spaghetti.
I having blue cheese, while I'm having fit. Till I lit the seeds, that's why I know the shred. My swag cause a frenzy, got niggas chill. And ain't got no envy in me, that's why my pockets heavy.
I want the whole load, nothing less. I want the whole bag, nothing less. I pull the whole pint, bitch, nothing less. I spend the whole wad of cash, nothing less. I ain't got no envy in me, bitch, that's why my pocket's heavy. I keep counting up the M&M's, put Wi-Fi on my necklace. Me and game, switch the swag up quick, tell the chick.
I put that bitch in the jag, she used to drop licks. I got a bitch with a fat ass, she for taste. I got smarter hoes, super skinny, all she do is nick. I put all type of hoes, I'm complex. Like nigga from Fantastic Four, make money straight. I got this bitch throwing up, she's throwing up sick. I live my life on private, that's why I'm on the jet. I pull up with like 15 black trails, feel like president. 250,000 is how my day was spent. I stuffed that shit in my trials, and yeah, they finished.
I'm tryna switch up my location, switch my residence. I just bust my wrist now, then I go bust down my bitch. Getting rich now, I ain't got no time for that shit. I keep pulling Drake in the way I'm getting sick. I'm with the X-Man, bitch, we like the presidents.
Everything I do, presidential like the rollie. With my new rock boots, I got on like holy moly. I unfuck that caretaker and let that bitch 40. I live in a hotel, I live my life like Zach and Cody. But all these niggas be hang like Miss Mouse. I told you when I got no rats, I was gonna do the most. On the way ahead of these niggas, man, that shit ain't even close. I can shut the whole world, yeah, with one post.
I pull up with like 15 black trucks, I feel like the president. 250,000, that's how my day was spent. I stuffed that shit in my trousers, yeah, exhibition.
I stuffed the rats in them drugs, yeah, in my bridges.
With the AP, spent 200K, they told me that frost, rainbow face, they hope I fall off, ain't no way, I might be alright, but it ain't okay. Niggas got left, niggas went right, I went left and stay left, and ain't nothing the same. They run their lips, I put my purple and stepping my foot in the pedal of range. Spinning shit like I'm ahead of the game. You say they gon' drop and it better be flame. Lil' mommy gon' top, she gon' suck till I'm drained. My top 5 topper in love with her brain. Her cause to see, Hamptons and Mykonos, Greece, man, they love me in Spain. Her kicking P, land on the jet with a bitch with a big body frame. Just like a biker, rocket black. Margiela Loaf was the one with the lace. Put up the title, yeah, right. Don't think these little niggas really wanna race. I got that fire, I spit crack. I got that fence, gon' recite what I say. Came in a ladder, this ain't no threats. This a blue Scotty, I smoke to the face. Made it to the light, they still throwing shade. I was locked up taking chips for a trade. From the box, pay more than minimum wage. These blue hunters keeping my mental straight. Talking that God in the middle of the day. Ain't no human being determine my fate. The more I get it in, the more they gon' hate. That lit by the beans, I know what you pay. Yeah. Don't tell me I'm on one tonight. Yeah. Don't play with me, play with a mic. She psycho, stop it, they like. She rappers and copy and right. Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gunner worth millions of dollars. I asked out the charm, my little bitch a model. She made a few M's off a follow. Yo, wanna on tour, a BP the charter. Living a cool Matata. Ain't no more worries, I'm up at it earlier. Niggas try to figure out the problems.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying,
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad. Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG.
Yo, you know, I just took this intro would look sick if it was this part, the second part of the song. Hold on, what's the second verse at? Hold on. What if I go from this one? Bro, why is there? Should be good. Yo, what if it goes from this? Does that reset? Yeah, it does.
I was really trying to.
It's like.
Yo, man, a Lil K, we call that shit a mini Drake. He always said I overlooked him, I was staring straight.
The second part.
These bars go over Kenny head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. Niggas say, almost started reaching for my waist. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG.
That's hard.
Stop playing around and take this shit serious, like.
That's
Niggas
hard.
is a joke, I take it serious though. Yo, look. If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your gang. That's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. Nigga can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, saving for a hip hop. Nigga, you don't even be at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop. Nigga still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck. I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my dick drop. Nigga, what the fuck? I heard Rick drop. Nigga talking something about a nose job. Nigga, Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doubt. And never told y'all niggas put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kinda like your old job. Nigga, house sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even really know y'all niggas. Bitches gotta drive 2 hours for you pay them just to give a blowjob. Nigga must have started up a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400 M's. These days, that's a low bar, nigga. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas need a shell from the clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. Good kid, Mad City van, Will pot the latch and make the door slide.
Chat, what up, bro? Bro, we all know Kendrick won, but don't act like you guys don't know this is one of the best songs that came out of it, bro. We all know Kendrick won, but don't act like, you know, this is one of the boppiest songs that came out of the whole entire beef between the two. Cause you hit my BM first, nigga, do the math who I was hitting in. I ain't even know you rat still, cause they only talking about your fit again. Not like us clear. No, of course not like us clear. I even think Meet the Grams clear, bro. That song had an emotional effect on me to a point where I went to bed and heard the beat. So I thought that's how fucking scary that shit sounded. But no, for sure that clears too. But you can't lie. If that really matters. I don't know, bro. There's as well, bro. These Kendrick fans, man. Oh, man. Alright, yo, Raze. Whoa, you back here, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Chat, what's up, man? Sorry for being late today. But I think we got on at the same time anyways here. We got back on at the same time. So let me just make sure all my stuff is good and ready to go here. Let me just make sure Discord is on. All of this works. Yes, boom. All of that should be working. All right, cool. All right, chat. It's a Monday today, right? Yeah, it is Monday. Feels like a Monday. Let me just turn my camera on. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Yo, Jordy Love. Tier 1, bro. Thanks for the 5, man. Or no, thanks for the tier 1 for the 5 months. Thank you. Smiley face. Not enough to lock in? Bro. Come on, bro. You good, bro. We good. You good. Tomorrow I'll have a longer intro. I gotta do some analysis. There's no news today though. That's the thing. There's nothing happening, right? From my memory on Friday, unless my memory's terrible, I don't think you have anything today. Yeah, you don't got nothing. You have nothing. Nothing at all. Love it. Love it. But don't, enjoy it, because I think tomorrow you got some major folders, core PPI, and then eventually Wednesday CPI, retail sales, Empire State, manufacturing index, and retail sales again. A shit ton of folders. Thursday, shit ton of folders. Friday, you're chilling. But let's get it going here. I just what song is playing right now? Oh, song just ended. All right. Chat, what up, man? Am I tripping or something feels off about my setup? I think we're good. I think we're just headphones today though. All right, chat, what up, man? Welcome back to a brand new week, man. Yeah, welcome back, chat. What happened Friday even? I don't even know what happened Friday. I think Friday was just ranging, right? Like we had we were in this range on Friday, this little box over here. So I think, yeah, Friday. I remember Friday now. Of course I remember Friday. Crazy London session, Asian session, but then New York was chopped. And then looks like you should start to move today again. Let me just on my Zoom and start this Twitter up. How about Friday already? That's how short of a memory you should have. Captain, what's up, man? Drop and give me 50 pips. Thanks for the 499 orchid. Appreciate it. Let me just move this to live chat. No black coffee? Nah, splash of milk today, bro. What happened Friday? All right, yo, let me just start up this Twitter and then we'll get it going here. So create broadcast. Let's go with, what day is it today? 11th? No, 13. May 13. 2024. Stream source, OBS stream key. Alright, that should be good. Twitter, you are now live. Alright. Does Milk go to sleep? Let's go, bro. Should be a good week, chat. Let me just set my Zoom and we're good here. That's it. That's all I got set now. This Twitter is up. This right here. Gotta invite everybody here to the Zoom link. Oh, I'm locked in. All right. All right, chat. So, let's do the analysis, bro. So you got you got nothing going on in terms of news, right? It should just be like purely price action, to be honest, with the way things are looking. I think the hardest part of our session really is trying to anticipate whether or not this is a daily bottom wick. Like, I kind of looked over it for a little bit before I hopped onto the stream. But from my understanding here, from what I'm looking at, I would assume that the hardest part about today is trying to figure out whether or not this is a bottom wick for us to rip back up towards the top of the range. Or is this going to be, because you closed bullish on the daily, right? So with us closing bullish on the daily here, I would assume pretty straightforward. You close above here, looking left, you have like clean traffic till the next area of resistance, which is up here at 2380. So this is the range you're breaking back into, because this is where you closed above on Friday, right? So since you closed above here on Friday, right above here, you're now breaking into the range. So into the range, overall, this is your overall range from here to here. But like within the current ranges, this is your support, right? Let me make a different color here. This is your current support on price. This is your current level, and this is the top of the range. So this is the range you're in, considered in right now. This gray box here. So if that's the range you're in, I would assume that you should be able to fill the range, right? Which is why I believe that today this should be a bottom wick for us to start flipping bullish that way up towards the top of the range at 2380. Now our job is to try and figure out how and where our positions will be on the way up there, right? So let's figure it out today. I believe the monthly chat, obviously we're like not 18 days, so we're like how many days? 13 days into the month? No, that's not. 12 days? 12, 13 days around there. So yeah, 13 days into the month. And you have a whole wick to fill on monthly, right? This is like what you're expecting to fill. You're expecting to fill the wick by the end of the month. The hardest thing about this month was trying to figure out whether or not this is the bottom wick or not. I would have assumed starting the month off, or I was assuming for the most part of the month starting off, was you're gonna create a bottom wick before making a way up to fill the top of the range, because that's where you'll be grabbing liquidity at, right? Like, because this count didn't have a bottom wick, the previous count didn't have a bottom wick, and usually 80% of the times counts on bottom wick. So I would have assumed that if you were to come down for a bottom wick, it wouldn't just be a bottom wick, it would be liquidity being grabbed too, for us to come up the other opposite way, or for us to flip bullish and then eventually drop to fill the wick. So that the month goal was to fill the wick after a bottom wick. I was trying to figure out if we can grab that, but since we're 13 days into the month, halfway into the month now, if you do come down for a bottom wick even now, it's not going to be a bottom wick. It's going to be an actual flip on price, because a bottom wick, you would assume that it will start to print at the beginning of the month, right? As it prints a bottom wick at the beginning of the month, you may get on a smaller time from what you call a fake out, because you'll see price come down like this, and all of a sudden you get pushes up like this back into the top of the range, right? But since you don't have that, since you opened up, and this is what you did first, you just pushed up first, right? As you pushed up here, pushed up, right? As you come down for a bottom wick now, it's gonna be like down here at these levels. So if you come back down towards there, you're gonna look like this on a smaller time frame, which means that then you have a fake out. The chances of you flipping bullish after a bottom wick is very unlikely. Like, I'll say for us to continue filling the wick after a bottom wick. So in this case here, I wouldn't assume you'll come down for a bottom wick. I'm pretty sure this would be the bottom wick for us to fill the rest of the range up towards the top of the wick fill for the monthly. The weekly, if you look at it, this weekly candle closed bullish this week back into the range. So there was like a level here that was being respected, I think 2 weeks ago, on the week before last week, and there was a level I had marked up here. This is the range I had marked up price. I said how this bearish candle, when we're in that week, should come down to fill the wick. After filling the wick, it should end up flipping bullish, coming back up to the top of the range, because this is a pretty heavy level. It didn't. It closed below the range, right? So then last week I said, okay, cool. Even if you were to rip up to the top of the range now, you should come down for a bottom wick here, which didn't happen. But what you did do was overall, you still closed back into the range, because as you're closing back into the range here, and this current weekly, which we are anticipating to drive up to fill the rest of the range, fills the range, that's the weekly wick fill. So, or monthly wick fill, sorry. So if we go back on the monthly, right, this is the monthly top of the range, 24, 29. If you drop down to the weekly, that's the weekly range fill. So as you make your way up towards 24 or 29, it's just a monthly wick fill, right? With the weekly being a monthly range fill. So the weekly makes a lot of sense. Again, it's a Monday today, so you are at the beginning stages of the week, and the bottom wick is gonna be the trickiest part until you're like mid-weekend. So if this is the bottom wick, which it is the most recent level of support. It's the level right here being respected and formed. It could be the bottom wick for us to rip up, but it can be anywhere. It can even break the lows right now and still flip bullish at the end of the week. So just a couple things to keep a heads up for as we go through the week. Dropping down to daily. This daily over here is very key today. It closed above this range here. So with us closing above like 23.55, I would assume that you're breaking back into this range now. So like overall, this is your overall range, chat. This is your overall support being respected and formed right around here at the bottom of the levels. This is your overall resistance right here. This is the current range you're sitting in. And this is your overall range, but within the overall range, you have a mini range that's around here. This is your most recent resistance, right here. So let me just zoom in a little. Scale this up. If you zoom in right here, you're gonna notice that we closed above the most recent resistance, which is here at these levels here. So I'll put it here, and then your next resistance is up here at 23.80. So this is the range that you close above on Friday, right? So you're breaking back into the range. You would assume that the wick fill, which is the top wick here of last week's candle, should be able to get filled, which should tap 23.80 by the end of the day. That's what you're assuming. The hardest part today is trying to figure out if this is the bottom wick. That's the hardest part. The good thing about this though is that last week you didn't have a bottom wick and you actually came down for the wick. So like you see how this kind of came down today, create a bottom wick at the bottom of the previous candle low. This is what we were assuming to happen for the monthly candle, because the monthly, same thing. The monthly has no bottom wick on the previous candle. So you were expecting a bottom wick for us to rip up, because on the small time frame off of the daily, right on the 4 and the 1, what you're probably going to see is if you do make your way back up to the top of range, because right now this is how price looks probably. It probably looks somewhat like this on the smaller time frame. Probably got candles coming up like this, like this, like this, like that. And then all of a sudden you have like a bunch of bearish candles now on the way down. Right? You have like something like this probably on the small time frame. Candles coming down, 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 and then right now you're sitting right here. There's probably like a minor support being respected. There's a resistance being respected here, right? Because that's the range you're creating off of these two candles here that I printed. And now you're trying to figure out if this is the bottom wick, because if this is the bottom wick, then what you're going to see is you're probably going to see price close bullish to support and then make its way up to the top of the range. Something very key about this chat on a small time frame is this right here. I drew it out like right here off of this candle. You need a bottom wick. You need liquidity, because you need liquidity to go the opposite way. So if you do grab that liquidity on a small time frame and then all of a sudden you push back into the range and you respect this level, you could assume that, okay, cool, this could be the daily bottom wick that's being formed. And as that's the daily bottom wick being formed and you close back into the range, you take the buys from here on out up to fill the range on a small time frame. And meanwhile you're doing that, all you're doing on a higher time frame is doing this. Like the daily count just be printing the top wick and filling the range. So that's all that's really happening, really. And that's why that's gonna be the hardest part of the day, trying to figure out whether or not that's the daily bottom wick. But I believe once you do so, it should be a pretty straightforward direction. If you don't hold that level in smaller time frame, which I'm about to drop down to, then there's a high chance you could just be popping back into the range the opposite way, coming back into the previous range, which will be breaking below 23.4 zones on the way down towards like 23.10 and such, right? But with the day looking the way it is, with the week looking the way it is, the only way I can possibly see us coming down today is if you come down for a bottom wick on a weekly, because it is a new week. So like again, the bottom wick can be anywhere, right? This is the range you're in within the weekly, and the bottom wick could be here, or it could be here, which is where it just tapped earlier. It could be down here. If not there, it could be here. There's plenty of levels where it could be. So if you do come down to on a daily, then it makes sense with the weekly, because the weekly hasn't flipped it and it's coming down for a bottom wick. All right, so from my understanding here, I think the 4 candle closure is in 34 minutes here. So with that being said, there is a level here that looks like we're not holding as of right now, unless you would consider this to be your level instead, because there's a level here, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. So there's 2 ways to go about it. And draw it here, which will respect these levels here plus this level. The only thing that this level above here is respecting is this one level here. So I'll probably put it down towards here and say this is the overall support that's being held. And by the looks of it, it looks like you're right on it. I wouldn't say this is enough for us to say we're headed up the opposite way just yet, because you would need a 4-hour closure, which is in 34 minutes. But if you do close bullish here at 23.43, respecting that zone, if you can preferably close above this range as well, above 23.47, then the next 4-hour candle is likely to head up towards the next amount of resistance, which would then be at around here at 23.54. So that is a possibility if you do close bullish above the range. But if you close bullish, even if you close bullish within this range here, you're not breaking structure. You're still like this is over at bullish, right? Like from here on out, but like from most recent candles coming down, this is overall bearish structure that you're printing. So if you close bullish here, it doesn't make a difference. You're still going to be bearish until you actually close above like a minor resistance here. So the next candle could easily just be coming up for a top wick and then making your way down for the rest of the NY session. That is a possibility as well, but you would need that top wick first. So that's one way to go about it. The 4-hour close. But overall here, we just don't need a top wick to rip down here is the question, because you did get a top wick here, which tabbed 23.50. And if you were to flip bearish, I would assume that would be the rip down, but you have 31 minutes left into the 4-hour closure. So would that be enough time for us to come up for a top wick and then flip? Let's see what's going on here, chat. So yeah, this is what I mean, right? About a small time frame. Like you see how you have like this right here being respected, like this level right here off of 23.40. There's no bottom wick here. This is what I was saying earlier. Like you need to see that being printed on a small time frame to confirm that, okay, this is somewhat of a bottom wick being respected. This is enough liquidity for us to rip up, because you don't have that yet. At any given point, price could still come down to create a bottom wick at 23.40, which you could probably anticipate sells down towards, because you have no bottom wick there. You have a 30-minute closure here, which has no bottom wick as well. How much is this range coming down here? From here to here is 24 pips. Yeah, you know what you can do here, chat? For 12.30 here, because I don't think you're gonna close above here anyways. I would believe that even if you were to make your way down towards, or to make your way up, you would need a bottom wick here before ripping up. If like your overall target is gonna be like 23.40, but minimum target here is gonna be like at least the bottom wick of a 30-minute candle lows at 23.43.968. So what we could do is attempt sells at 8.30. If you get a little top wick, great, but overall, I would believe that's gonna be market executed on the opening of the candle at 8.30 to come down towards 23.40 minimum. That'll be break even, and then the rest will be towards TP at 23.40. So be ready here, because we may actually get a position here to attempt the bottom wick on price. I would believe one will be printed before doing anything else today. I think the stops would be likely above 23.59-ish. All right, chat. So how much range is this left? This is still 20-ish pips. Okay, cool. So yeah, like a mini top wick, I'll say, and then sells down off of the next 30-minute candle opening. All right, so that should be perfect. All right, chat. So we're on to sells here on this candle opening. All right, I would assume that before ripping up here, even if you have a 30-minute wick fill here, you need a bottom wick here at 23.38 overall. If that's not even the bottom wick, then it's fine. You're gonna see it being tapped at like probably 23.44 here instead. The bottom of the previous 30-minute candle lows. All right, so mini top wick, we got it, and then this candle's now flipping bearish. If it can flip bearish and continue to drop down here towards 23.44, that'll be stops to break even. So in this case here, this would be stops to break even, and then let's see where it runs. I believe TP for us, chat, will be around like, I'll put it here, like 23.45.92. Because if this candle flips bullish now, then that's your bottom wick for us to rip up, right? You'll hit break evens, is fine, that's cool. It might be a steeper top wick being created, but this is the advantage point, the fact that you gotta come down for a bottom wick no matter what happens here. And that was a break even point. So yeah, this candle flip bullish, we're break even on that trade. But I honestly didn't expect this trade to be that quick of a trade. I thought overall we'll be in there for at least a couple minutes there, but I think you opened up right away, top wick, and then you just flip bearish. So now first attempt next sells, I believe if this is a bottom wick, you're gonna have to come up to fill the wick first at 23.49. So you still got a remaining range at, I believe, for 30 pips here. So if that wasn't a top wick, I wouldn't attempt a re-entry on a wick entry. If anything, if you take sells, I would prefer taking the flip now, because you already printed high. So when you re-break the highs, usually you re-break the highs to take it up towards the next range. In this case, 23.49 could likely be tapped there. So if that gets tapped and then you flip bearish on 30-minute candle, then I'll reattempt the sells again. That will be doable. So what needs to happen here is this, chat. You're gonna need to see a candle looking up like this from the range, right? Cool. Once that level gets tapped, if you start to flip bearish, if this candle starts to reject, starts to flip bearish, it starts to look like this, then amazing. We can take the sell stops on the rebreak of the lows, which is going to be 23.40, and then attempt those sells to come down towards 23.40, 23.39ish. But it'll be the same idea. This idea is that you have no bottom wick here, and you need a bottom wick here to go up the opposite direction, which will then be the daily wick fill up, right? With the flip in the daily wick fill. But you need a bottom wick, you need liquidity down first before any of that's formed. All right, so it makes sense. That position was quick, I know. I hope you guys had enough time to react. I think that trade was how long, chat? That trade was like 52 seconds. I think you had time. Because we even said where we're gonna move stocks to break even at, right? So yeah, there's that trade, chat. If you didn't have time, then you know, as is still here where the opening is, this is where you can manage your risk at. Unless you have different plans to hold. But I minimally be break even, especially in that wick entry there. Yeah, so that's next, chat. You're 3 minutes to the candle. Let's see if you can actually fill the wick at 23.49 and then flip bearish and then or rebreak the lows, and then we'll take the sells down and rebreaks. But this needs to go a little higher, I'll say. All right, does everyone's on the same page here? We're all good. Everyone understands what's going on, what's being formed, how this bottom wick on the 130 comes into play here with the 4 and with the daily time frame. The major time frame we use was the 30 to our advantage here with the way we opened up, with the way we closed. And then the over idea is going to be on like the 1 hour time frame, I'll say, because you have no bottom wicks here. But it looks like, chat, I'm not going to lie, 26 minutes stuff, it looks like we are likely to close weak bullish within this range here. I'll be very surprised if this 4 count ends up closing above the range. It could. I would not complain if it does, but it does look like you are highly likely to print just close within the range here between 49 and 40, which means that you're still going to be following the bearish trend for the bottom wick that could be steeper on a daily. But yeah, that's it, chat. That's the analysis. So let's see what's next now. Still waiting for that top wick. I seen this 15 come up for a top wick. It tapped like 47 zones. I was wanting to see at least like 49 zones here for the actual 30-minute wick fill. But let's see what happens as you like get closer to the end of the 4 hour candle. Like right now it's 8:34. As it gets to like 8:45, 8:50, you could start to anticipate that the 1 hour candle isn't going to close above 23.49, and therefore what you can do is look for continuation of sells down, because then you don't gotta worry about the 4 hour candle closing bullish, right? It is likely to close within the range, and if it closes weak bullish the way it is, even if you do come up next candle, you're gonna need to see a bottom wick first. So you have that to your advantage though. But this, no, I can't do much here. I think we peaked, like, if I'm not wrong, I think we peaked on that trade there like 8 pips. Came down and tapped like this minor zone here, super minor. But you see how now it's closing back into the range, or this is the 1 minute, sorry, but I think the 5 is closed with no bottom wick back into the range here. I'll say once it closes below here, then if you get top wicks here, you can probably take positions below here. So like this is the range you're breaking back into from here to here. If you do end up closing like bearish below these ranges here on the 5, then you start to take sells down as you get top wicks. If this was a top wick on the 30 and that was it, that was being printed, I'll put my trust into it only if you get a closure below here and a top wick here. If you get a closure below like 23.40 to 43, and then you get top wicks being printed like within this yellow zone here that I have marked up in that box, I'll be fine taking sells down. I'll need to see closures next minimum, and now that'll also be the break of the 1 hour lows again, but it'll be a little lower because I believe the support's like right here, 23.43ish. That's the zone, or even here, to be honest. Here's fair too. but almost every time you close below here, you were able to make your way down. This right here, no bottom wick, did close respect, and definitely not just yet. I'll wait for a closure below. But that's it, chat. That's what's next for a day, okay? Let's see, this one would have ran for 20 UB break even. I'm not sure what I would have done. I think we would have probably closed half or something minimum. That's it. GG's very nice too. I was looking at GG earlier, like this bottom wick that was being printed here at 194.800. It was pretty clean. Bottom wick should fill the top of the range now, which it did. Not too sure what's gonna happen here, but looking at the daily, it's pretty clean traffic towards like 196.500. You have this whole entire range to be filled. Bottom wicks here, bottom wicks here, bottom wicks here, bottom wicks here. You're gonna take off at some point. That's pretty clean. See what gold does though. Yeah, Jazz, sorry, a little quick today. Yo, 15 months, aim for 24 months. Sheesh. Thanks for the 25 or for the 15, bro. Could that 4-hour top wick be enough for liquidity for us to drive down? I'll say so, but the only issue is it's the end of the 4 closure. So this candle, it could still close bullish above 23.49, and that's why I'm using all of my confirmations to confirm whether or not that's the top wick. So like as you wait for closures, for instance, like below the 5-minute time frame, like below here, as you start to close below and it gets closer and closer and closer to the 4-hour closure, like it's like 8:45, 8:50, then as you close back into the range, you would assume that, okay, cool. The chances of you closing above 23.49 is very unlikely, especially if you have top wicks here. So therefore you can attempt sells and you don't got to worry about that. And you can say that's the 4-hour top wick. Yeah. It's hard for me to say the 4 count will close bearish. I believe it will close bullish, but like weak bullish. So like within this range here, I would assume. Between here and here is where I'm assuming we'll close. I could be wrong, but a closure above there would be a little different story, because then if you close on the 4 or above, right? Think about it. That's a whole entire 4-hour closure, and then the daily could just be the bottom wick, because that 4-hour bullish candle is just the daily wick that's being rejected off of right now. This entire 4-hour candle is this, right? So as this is a bottom on the daily, again, the daily time frame shows you what you have a whole wick to be filled after printing a bottom wick, and that could still happen. And that's why the 4-hour closure is very, very key. So yeah, it could be. It could be. But I'll say a closure below here. This 5 is closing bullish as well right now. I'm sorry, I didn't understand your point for sell over here. Yeah, so we took sells based off of, you see how like this third man kind of opened up? The idea is that no matter what happens here, you're going to come down for a bottom wick, because you need liquidity. You need to grab liquidity, go up the opposite way. It's very rare where you open up and drive up like this, right? Without a bottom wick. In this case here as well, we're looking to target into this area for the overall bottom wick, right? Like the overall 1-hour bottom wick. But this right here was just going to be like, yo, is there an echo? Oh no, it's not. This right here, like this 30-minute bottom wick that you just formed, was just like a small time from bottom wick. So like the minimum requirement, which is the break even advantage point that we had, was the fact that no matter what happens, you're going to come down and tap into this box here before doing anything else. So that's why we took on the opening with a small top wick once the candle opened up, to take advantage of this push. And I was hoping that as it breaks these lows, as you're risk free, it can continue to run down towards the bottom of the range, but it didn't. It started to reject there, which means that this could just be a bottom wick for us to rip up on a 30-minute candle now to fill the entire bullish candle. But the ideal is this, right? That bottom wick right there. That was the advantage point. So it's why now for us to take sells again, you need actual closures below now, and you need actual breaks below the ranges or below the current candle lows, which is sitting here. Otherwise, like, it's gonna be a little tough. I was interested in buys. Like, I am still interested in buys. Obviously, my overall analysis, you say, is bullish, right? Like the daily wick fill. But I was looking to grab positions at the first rejection points, which is in these boxes here. I wasn't on at the time, so I couldn't grab anything. But that was the idea, because at least you have an advantage point there. Whereas this right here, any given point could be a fake out now because you can easily break back into the range. Like any given point, you can just continue to push down and break back into the range. And you don't have the same advantage point. Because what's the three things that needs to form, chat? You have continuation, you have range, you have liquidity, right? When you're taking the first initial buys, you're taking what? The first initial rejection, which means that you're taking the first initial pullback. Once you already have the pullback, you will start to print structure. And as you start to print structure, the buys that, especially above here, you need to apply like range 1 or range 2 concepts and higher time frame concepts. So in this case here, there's a 4 resistance above here. There's a minor support here. Yeah, you are starting to form structure. It's great here, but this can still be a fake out. Like especially if you close below on the 15 here in 2 minutes, it's a fake out back into the range. So therefore, the chances of you continuing to drop up is very low, and you can just take sells down, right? But if these candles here start to like close bullish here, respecting these levels here, and then start to close above here, you can say, okay, cool. The structure's starting to shift. You're starting to create lows. You're respecting these levels here. This is enough liquidity to say that this is good to drop up the opposite direction with the 4 and with the daily. And then you can start to put the pieces together and say, okay, cool. Daily candle's flipping bullish now, and now you have a whole entire wick to fill, right? But stuff like that you gotta account for. So I wasn't really here when you had the first rejection. I think that was around 7 a.m. I think I saw a price at around 630, 650, like in this box here. I think even if we were to grab something here, it wouldn't have been anything crazy. I'm pretty sure like this right here, the first initial rejection from here to here would have been 30 pips, and it would have hit break even or close forward on the way up. There was no way we would have held all the way up until like 23.49. That would have been the idea, but it wouldn't have been like ideal for us to hold. I don't think so. Let's see what happens here. You have a 15 closure here, chat. Like a pretty decent time from closure. 15 closure. There's a level at 23.483, which I prefer we can close below. If the 15 closes bearish is fine as well, but we won't have entries until we get a 5 closure below. So by the looks of things, there won't be any trades here until at least 850 minimum. I don't think the 4 to 5 count will do anything for us. A lot of volume. You're ranging. It's not actually, yeah, there's some decent volume. Like the structure is clean today. You're at a point right now where it's still tradable. It's like you don't gotta wait for too many things to confirm for you to get in order for you to get a move, because you know what's gonna happen next. Right? This one, like you're gonna print a range here. You're developing a range here. So within the range, you can trade the range. And then once you actually have the range, you need liquidity. So then what might happen next? Like after let's say you get the sells down, right? After that actually happens on the 4 time frame, and you come down towards these levels, you fill the range. Then by then it's kind of just okay. It's a game of what happens first. It's either you come up to grab liquidity first, and then fake it back into the range to confirm that the day count is going to rip down further, and then you have direction. Or it comes down to just like, if this can happen, then you can get bottom wicks down towards here to confirm the 1 hour candle ready to drop up, right? Because you still need that bottom wick on the 1 hour time from lows there in order to confirm that this is enough liquidity to rip up. So it's a game of that afterwards. But right now it's pretty straightforward trade. It's just about smaller things right now, the closures belows and all that. All right, chat. So a quick trade today. I know like some days you come to the charts right away, it's like an instant position. Some days it might take a little longer to form. Today was just one of those days where it's just instant, but that wasn't anything too crazy. It was just a break-even trade. If you held, I think it would peak like 25 pips, something like that, 22, but nothing crazy. No runners that we were attempting. Trade's taken. Let me put that. That was gold sells break even. I'm in buys at 61. Should I close it as a loss? 61. So you're in from you're in buys from 61. So you're in from what, the session opening? The day opened up and you said, yup. Let me just take a position right away. Damn, no patience, huh? I'm playing. 61. My question is, was it before the dip up, or you took it on the wick on right here? You took it right here, anticipating a bottom wick on this 1 hour on this 30-minute candle low. Take it like here on this bullish candle up, or you took it as it's coming down for a bottom wick? That was the confirmation, I guess. 61. Yeah, like I think the daily still has, again, high potential chance of flipping. If you follow the analysis, like the entire breakdown today, aside from ourselves and our buys, like whatever, the daily candle you're expecting to flip 8% of the time. In this case, it would flip, but there's things that needs to print before going that direction. Hence why we aren't looking for buys just yet. And one of those key things is the 1 hour bottom wick, which is 23.38, which I'm still waiting to be printed after the 4 hour close likely. So if yeah, like is it like clean to go up towards like 60 and flip on the daily and then onwards towards the day wick fill? Yes, right? But before it does so, you need a 4 hour closure first, right? Which is in 12 minutes here. So if all goes your way, which is a 4 hour closure, especially above this range here, ideally, and then the next 4 hour candle prints a bottom wick, that might be scary to watch. But after the bottom wick, if you can actually flip bullish, then you're good. If you look like this, the next 4 hour candle chat, or not chat, who what's that person's name again? I'm gonna call you raw, right? So like if the next 4 opens up like this, breaks the lows, I mean, it looks hard to watch, but if that survives and that flips bullish, then you're good. But that needs to be a confirmation before saying that the 4 candle and daily is gonna rip up. Because as you flip bullish in the 4 and you close above the range, what's happening? The daily candle is just starting to flip. The daily candle flips. How's the daily candle look then if it starts to tap into that level? So let's say you come up towards the next 4 resistance, which is here at 2360. What's 2360? That's the daily candle flip, right? So as the daily candle starts to flip, what happens then? What is this going to be? A bottom wick. And as you flip bullish on the daily, then yeah, man, there's a high chance you are to rip up, right? But the hard part, and the part that we're all waiting for, we're all waiting to see and confirm, is whether or not this right here is going to be respected, or you're going to come down for steeper wicks. And that's why right now, even though we're overall bullish, we're looking for sells, because that's the next step in what price needs to print before pushing up the opposite direction, unless stated otherwise, as in closing above 23.49. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm with you on the buys today, and ideally I would love to see the day flip, but before doing so, you just need to confirm a couple of things, and that's the bottom wicks. And that's why we applied that stuff today. Make sense? Some days you don't gotta apply that stuff, like, because like if we hop into the session chat, the NY session today, right? And this is how things are looking. You wake up, go into the session, eyes closed, positions taken off the rip. You know for a fact that this is all just a bottom wick. You close above this range, you're good, right? But since you don't have that yet, it's why it's gonna take a couple of more confirmations to confirm that that is the daily bottom wick for us to rip. Because the only thing that confirms on the daily is what? The fact that you have no bottom wick, right? And a minor support to the left, like right here. That's it. But then the small time frame, like what's happening here on the small time from here as you're starting to reject on the daily. Like what's the 30 printing? What's the 1 hour and all of that printing at the same given time? And if all the small times line up as well, perfect. The daily candle is highly likely to flip. Make sense? So yeah, bro, I'll say, and I think even if like, let's say like, because if I was in your situation, right, and it has sells from 61, there's ways to get out of it, especially like when you learn to accept the fact that you're not going to come back up towards 61 again. Like for instance, like if you start to like, I don't want to like say anything that will like, you know, make you feel nervous or scared to close out your positions. But in this case, like, let's say there's a level here at 23.49. The moment it breaks that low, highly likely you are to continue further down towards the next level, which would then be like 23.34. ish levels, right? Down here at the bottom of the range next, because that's where you have clean traffic till. So like in these situations here, when it starts to break this lows, I'm saying, okay, chat, like I really don't think we're coming to 61 again, which is our entry point. But before coming down further, you need a top wick, right? So as you look for positions towards the top wicks, pineapple positions, you could eventually get out if you have enough pineapples towards the next amount of resistance. If you understand that this level right here, which is the resistance, is a rejection area, and that's a level that needs to be printed before coming down further, then you can take advantage of pineapples from here and up towards here. And that's what you'll see me do on stream sometimes when we have those like long pineapple positions. But I think you would need a couple here, to be honest. Like you would have needed like from 40, like at least, let's see, this to this is what, 200. Yeah, you need at least 2 positions here, minimum, I think, for you to go break even there. And this is only like a 9-pip range, right? That was the only way you can probably get out of it if you had pineapples. But now if you didn't get pineapples, which I'm guessing you didn't, you would need the actual flip itself. Or you can probably look for more buys as a second pineapple once you get the bottom wick here. So let's say like the 1 hour count prints that bottom wick that you wanted, like this, and it closes above 23.49, you can attempt a pineapple there. And by the time it comes towards break even, you can close off this position, let this one running, and let it rock towards the daily flip. So there's different ways to go about it. But you're not screwed just yet. You're not screwed just yet. Let's see how the forward closes here in 6 minutes. How you guys doing today though, chat? Not bad, bro. I feel like we haven't spoke all weekend. I hope you guys have a happy Mother's Day. Hello, mothers out there. All the moms out there. Shout out to the moms. Shout out to the moms, man. Without moms, there'll be no us. You ordered your turbo kit? How'd you know, bro? During the weekend, I was looking at turbo kits. I was looking at some twin turbo kits, some sheep races. How'd you know that? How the fuck did you know that? That is crazy. I got a good deal. Like I found some guy who can hook me up. Yeah, bro. Cause if you see an R8 during the weekend, chat somewhere driving, I was driving all weekend, bro. I was just driving on the highway, the freeway, the entire weekend. She just wrecked their reputation. Yeah, they did, but it is a good deal. They wrecked it. I saw the video. It's fucked up, but I don't know, bro. I'm giving Alex the benefit of the doubt. His name's Alex, right? They got the owner. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Like I don't think they would fuck up their company on purpose like that. Like I don't know what else they did, but all I know is that the R8 burnt down. Yeah, that's fucking scary though. The giveaway winner got the twin turbo R8. 2 days later, drove it off was driving around and then caught into flames. Imagine winning a car and that happens to you. Supercar too, with a twin turbo kit on it. They've had multiple. I didn't know that. Yo, George, Bougie, Wicked, Nexus. Don Julio. No trades. We had to trade quick, but I don't think anyone was here yet, to be honest, for it. We had a break-even trade, like instant profit and just breaking within like a minute. It was a quick trade. But everything was like perfect about it. It just hit break-even and then that was it. So now we're waiting for the forward closer in about 4 minutes. So once you actually do close in 4 minutes, we're going to reanalyze price and see what's up. But I'm pretty sure we have a set direction set already here. Or about to. How to join your channel group? My Discord, my free Discord. It's in the link. You just gotta click on it and join. We have 26,000 people in there, chat. 26K people in there. I'm pretty sure if we had a Telegram, it would be 100K people for sure. I think there's a lot more people that use Telegrams than Discords in terms of trading. My old group had like around, I think 5K on Telegram or something, but I didn't stream yet when I had 5K community members on the Telegram. If you're here for that, then you're an OG for sure. Oh yeah, we have 26K on Discord right now. It's pretty cool. 26,000 people. What was TP in the first trade, chat? Was it here? It was down here, right? Like, I think we moved it towards like 43-ish zones, but yeah, I think that was it was 43-ish. It was a quick one. Let me just mark up this 4-hour resistance here. This 4-hour candle is key, chat. Like, if it closes above or below, like there's different ways to go about it here in the 4-hour candle. One thing I could say is that this is the overall 4-hour range. I don't know if you guys see this or not, but like, here's my theory. If this happens, so there's a resistance here, right? There's a resistance here, most recent resistance. If this 4-hour candle closes respecting it, but overall, this is your overall range here, from here to here. You look at it. You broke into this range here, right? You're in the middle of the range now. So if you do close bullish on the 4-hour candle right now in a minute and a half here, and you close respecting here, I would assume the next 4-hour candle in about a minute and a half would open up and continue to rip up to the top of the range because it's bullish, right? And that's where it shows clean traffic is at. But I would say once you actually do tap 2360, if that level gets rejected off of and you start to flip bearish on the 4-hour candle, if you flip bearish, bro, you're going to make your way down now towards the bottom of the range because again, this bullish candle is still respecting structure, right? For it to close above the ranges, you're gonna like it's gonna be a little higher than this. It's gonna be at least here to say that you wouldn't need a bottom wick, but otherwise you still need a bottom wick. And if you push up first before it prints to the bottom wick, as you flip bearish, it just takes sales down from 47 down to 28. And if you look left, chat, too, at all the levels where price tapped in the past before ripping up the opposite direction, all the times where price struggled here and it made its way back up towards here, it's only been like a couple of handful of times, but right here, you can say right here happened, right? You came down, tap, you filled the range first, and then after filling the range, you actually made your way up afterwards to the top of the range. So could that be the case today? I guess we'll find out, but that is my theory on what we'll take today, probably. Let's see, 14 seconds here. Looks like you're gonna close like respecting that zone overall. 23.47. Yeah, so like you can zoom in and say it closed slightly above, but honestly, that's an overall closure respect. And so in this case here, it closed bullish though, right? So you are expecting to drive up. I'll say once it fills the range here, chat, what is this level here? 23.57. Then what you could do is then take advantage of the sells in the flip down. But the question comes to mind now, like if we're assuming that the 4 candles will continue driving up for a top wick before ripping down, could we be in a situation to look for buys up towards the top of the range? I believe that's going to be like 23.57 here. Just mark this up and see where that is. You don't have any folders today, right? You have nothing, like nothing at 9:30 at all. Minor, okay, 9 a.m. minor folders, some minor speeches going on. Tentative USD all day. And then that's it, like nothing even decent. Okay, cool. So yeah, man, in this case, your chat, you could probably anticipate buys up. The good thing about the buys up is that the moment you tap 5.7, it can just rip through because that's the day flip, right? So you have that advantage where you have the day candle that in your advantage taking the buys up. At any given point, that could still be printed. Now, positions wise, where could that be? So let's go ahead and figure it out. So you close respecting, right? So overall, even though you're looking for buys up, you're expecting this forecast to reject at around like 54 to 57-ish levels minimum. Let's see where the next minor resistance is. So let's go down to this 30, look left there. On the way up towards 23.57, what are the major levels that you gotta account for, right? So here, like for instance, I'll say 5.2 is a decent level, and then you have like 5.5. So let me just put 5.2 as your next overall destination here, and say, okay, cool, chat. With the 4 count opening up the way it is, and the 5 looking the way it is, what you could do is say, okay, cool, wait for a 5-minute closure above 23.49, because that'll be above the most recent 5-minute range, or yeah, 5-minute range from here to here. You get a closure above 4.9, then you're good to go up towards 5.2, and you're taking advantage of that 4 top wick, which could end up leading to a daily flip at the same given time, which would be amazing, because then you have runners if that were to be the case. So let's say 5-minute for a closure. You have a closure in about 2 minutes and 16 seconds there. Let's see what happens here. There's a level being respected here. Minor support to the left, super minor. Earlier, before when we hit the sells chat, the reason why we hit the sells is because you had a lot of time in the 4 account left, right? So we would assume that we're gonna close within the range here, which means that you're gonna reject at some point to create that top wick, which it did, right? But then now that the 4 account will close, it's a different story. It's like, okay, cool, we have something we're one step closer to flipping on the daily, but before flipping on the daily, you still need that bottom wick, which we're still anticipating. But with the 4 count looking the way it is, even if you were to rip down the opposite direction, you need a top wick anyways. And in this case, it shows that minimum requirement is gonna be like 23.53 areas. So you have advantage was going up now towards that area, and that's where the buys going up here would be clean. Once you close above those 5-minute ranges. Yeah, I have my resistance at 49.488. So you have a minute left for his 5 closure to see how it closes, but assuming it closes above, we'll be good. If it doesn't close above, I'll wait for the next 5. How much is this range up here, chat? From here to here was around 25. It's not bad. This range above here, from here to here, is like around 36. Can you close above? $15 seconds. Will it close above 49.31? Looks like we're not going to close above. Unless you have no top wick, you're not going to close above. So not this 5, chat. Probably the next 5. Or we're going to have to wait for the next 5. This 5 still closed decently bullish, but again, you want to see a closure above here to indicate that you're breaking out of this range. Otherwise, if you're still within the range, even if you come down for a bottom wick, right? Where's your most recent bottom wick zone? The 5. The most recent bottom wick level is down here, minor support at 47.46, which is what? A 4 flip. So taking buys off the 4 flip and bearish gonna be a little tough. But if you break out the range, you can say, okay, this is cleared. You're good to go up to fill this range, and that's your advantage point. You see how you create a bottom wick now? You see that bottom wick? Go on the 4. Look how that looks. It could just be a top wick. So closure above will be a lot more clear of a confirmation than this. How much is this range up? From here to here to flip 8 pips advantage point. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'll be back before the next 5-minute closure. Give me like, let me just grab some water. I'm mad thirsty, bro. That's some good water, bro. Holy. Like I haven't drank water all morning. Some good water, bro. Alright. See how you come down for the bottom wick now? I think you had one rejection so far. You came down to re-break the lows, so I don't think it's gonna flip bullish in this 5, but 4 candle, right? Looking bearish now, which is good. It's good because the bottom wick that I wanted to see overall initially was all the way down here at 38, right? Which still could be form, but even if you come down for a bottom wick here and you close above 49, you can still continue the buys up from on the 5 above that range from 49 up until 5.3. But at least you have a minor wick now, right? So that's a good thing. But before taking sales chat, like the idea was, so we had two ideas today, right? Taking buys up towards the 4L top wick for us to come down. If you were to even come down, unless the account was bullish, which is in our advantage, or taking the sells once you get a top wick. But you haven't even gotten a top wick yet for me to take the sells. It like the top wick that I wanted to see was that top here, top of the range here, right? That hasn't been printed yet. I can't take the sells just yet. There's ways you can develop the sells though. Like if you start to break below 38 and then you start to like close below that level, like below 38, you start to create structure on the way down, right? Because if by the time you come down towards 38, if that happens, is you look like this. You start to come down like this. So as you have to create structure up, like top wicks and such, you can confirm that, okay, cool, it looks like you're going to continue driving, and the day account is not going to flip bullish. The day account would then continue to break its own low at 38, and it makes its way down to the bottom of the range. So it's not come to a time where you could say that, but I would say below 38 here for me. This 5 closed below the range too, so definitely no buys just yet, man. No buys just yet. If the 4 candle closed above the range, different story. You definitely can. But the 4 candle closed at it. Like if the 4 candle closed a little steeper above, then waiting for that bottom wick on the 1 hour lows at 38 wouldn't be too much of a hassle today, because then you already confirmed that the 4 candle is going to rip up with the 4 hour closure. Right? So all you really need to do after is wait for a minor bottom wick at the most recent range. If it closed above, I'll say here would have been enough. 483 would have been enough of a bottom wick for you to rip up. Then as it flips bullish, you can just attempt buy stops after tapping 483. But it's not the case here, man. That's why it's a little trickier today, chat. It may take a little longer to get it set up. Could. Depends on where you're trying to grab, or not longer to get it set up. I'll say it'll take a much longer today to get direction. Alright. Some days come to the charts and you have direction right away because you printed liquidity during London, Asian, and then the session dries. But today you come to the session, you're starting to print the ranges off. So it's tradable, but it's just you won't get that directional pull until you grab those liquidity levels. In this case, 5, 7, or 38. You won't see it move until you tap 5, 7, and 38. Just like on Friday. Remember Friday, chat? That level we had at 5, 6. Very, very crucial and key. All morning we kept saying it needs to tap 5, 6. It needs to tap 5, 6. It must have 5, or 5, 8. It was 5, 8. It must have 5, 8. The whole entire day, I'm like, chat, before you see it moving, and the reason why you see it ranging because you haven't tapped 5, 8 yet. You tap 5, 8, and then price made a decision, right? It went up the opposite way towards like 6, 9, And it started to come back down to rebreak the lows, and it continued driving direction. So that's exactly what we're doing today as well. You won't see it drive until drive until you tap like that 5-7 level or 38 level. But look at this 5 chat. This 5 is closing back into the range here. Interesting. You have a 15 closure in 2 minutes as well. This is the first 15-minute candle of the 4 close. It's interesting. I'm still waiting for a closure above 4 and 9 chat. But the only way I can grab positions from here, because this is not bad, this range here, the only way I can grab this though is if I get a bottom wick, which is a long shot. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does happen, you get a bottom wick at 44, 45 on the break of the previous candle low, and then you flip bullish. That'll be my buy up. I wouldn't mind taking that, but I don't think it's going to happen. Generally don't think it's a very long shot. Anything above here is still valid though. 49. All right, so you're coming closer and closer here. Let's see what happens. 4 count starting to reflip. The rebreak of the highs would be 49.500. You keep asking me, what you asking, the stream layout? How do I get my stream look like this? What do you mean look like this? OBS. I use OBS. Streamlabs. Roles that I knew, it may be confusing of a stream for you. Like, you're probably used to having, you know, your mentor breakdown, your analysis, having one bias for a day, right? We don't break down biases for a day. We have an overall bias, but our bias isn't what is. It's not really our bias. It's what the market's printing. It's what the market is showing, right? So we're basing our bias off of what the next move is before pushing towards that direction. So we have like an overall daily target for the day, because the day shows that it's closing bullish above the range, back into the range, and you have a range fill up here. So like the idea is this is the bias overall, right? But make your way up towards there, especially with the small time frames, like different chapters on the small time frame showing you one thing, closing this way, closing that way. Like you can use those to your advantage as well, and take advantage of how price will make its way up towards there. And that's why, like, you know, these closures are very key. These bond wicks are very key, because then it leads to those higher time frame biases. Would you recommend stream trading like you? I recommend it, but get ready to, you know, have to get ready to have backseat traders on you every single day. Every action that you do, every move that you make, people are going to question it. And the hard part, which is hard at first, but over time gets a little more natural, is trying not to feed into it. Like doing what you do no matter what. You can be sitting 150% drawdown. Everyone in chat could be saying this is a bad position. You're still staying 10 toes down to your position. And once that position plays out, you're like, wow, discipline was crazy. There's a plus to it, right? But you got to get over that first couple of stages to the streaming, which is the noise. But just avoid the noise and just trust only you and nobody else, and learn from only you and your mistakes and no one else's mistakes. But that's just like anything else. I have a fever today, but still training, learning from you, Don. Yo, fevers suck, bro. Fevers are ass. I had one I think I had one like 2 weeks ago on stream. How do you drive traffic to your streams? You just value. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. Like I didn't get 2,000 viewers, 4,000 viewers of nowhere, right? It took me 4 years, but all I focused on within the 4 years was providing value. I didn't care about the numbers. A lot of people nowadays, all they care about are numbers, and if they don't get the numbers right away, they just don't want it. They don't feel like doing it anymore, right? But there's a point where I had 8 viewers, and when I had 8 viewers, you know how hard it is to make content, because we had to put clips out in order for you to be known, right? Unless the YouTube algo just pushes your stream out. But when we play copyright music, it's hard. So we have to work extra hard. I have to put clips out, and I can't put clips out on stream when there's no one in the chat. You see how you're asking me questions? You see how the chat's moving? I'm grateful for that chat moving. But when I first started, there's no chat. The whole stream would just be like whatever 5 people that are speaking right now in the chat box, like 5 or 6 people, 7, 8 people. That's it. That was the whole entire stream. So I had to make up my own questions. I'd be like, yo, chat, someone just DM me and ask me a question. No one DM me, bro. Had nobody. I had to just make up my own question and provide value somehow, and then clip that up, post it, and it'll look like, I'll make it look like someone's actually asked me a question, and then, you know, that's what I did. But that was the whole purpose, just to provide value, and then we kind of just, you know, took off after that. But yeah, that's still the focus till today. And it's hard. Streaming is a grind though. It's an actual grind. It's not like one of those things. It feels like a job, basically, man, when you're streaming. Shout out to the streamers out there, like XQC is streaming. I don't know if you guys saw XQC's like yearly streaming schedule, but he doesn't miss a stream. Like he streams like 350 days out of 365 days of the year. It's grinding. So it's a grind. I don't know what it's gonna lead to, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna pay off one day if it hasn't. Damn. But yeah, streaming helps though. Like trading wise, it helps for sure. But do it for the right reasons though, you know? Don't just stream because you want to have like people watching you. Just for the clout. It's not gonna last very long. You'll get that clout and you get sick of it and you just dip off, and now it's like, what? Well, why did you even stream in the first place? Pam canceled? No, Pam's not canceled. We're just waiting on Blueberry's side. Okay. Coming out for the bottom wick. You need to close above here still, chat. What's next? Because I don't know if you can close in about 4 to 5 seconds here above, but if it doesn't close above, then it's looking like 9:30. NYSE open for us. Unless, hold on. Let's let the candle actually close it, because the moment it closes above 409, chat, we are in there like swimwear up towards 52. And we can probably have stops below these ranges here. Won't be too bad stops. All right, yeah, it's not closing above. Yeah, it's not closing above. Next 5 it is. Not that for a second. Maybe a last second closure. Won't be this case. What will you do if the price breaks that level up there? I will look for buys above 23.49. Oh, yo, someone asked me today on the daily if this is a leg candle, or not the daily, is it the daily? I think it was the daily. Yeah, someone asked if this is a leg candle. No, it's not. This is not the leg candle. If this was a bearish candle, then yeah, this is a leg candle. If it looked like this, yeah, but this is a bullish candle. This is just a wick fill, which you need a bottom wick for, which you got formed, right? So it's not the leg candle, but it is the, I'll say bottom wick that's being formed. The leg candle would be this, or this. That's those are the leg candles. This is a bearish leg candle. This is a bullish leg candle. So it's different. Six years? 5 years in, bro. But it's not about the time you've been trading for, though. I know people who've been trading for 10 years and still haven't gone anywhere. Some people who trade like 2-3 years and have gone way past me. So everyone's in their own journey. Yo, Stoic. What up, bro? Your stop is my TP. What we gonna do? We gonna both win, man. I blew my account and bought my mom a gift because I work for a prop firm named my job. Hey, bro. So that's what, doesn't matter what it is, bro. Anything will make her happy, yo. My friend off me started 7 months ago and I already hit 50+ K months. That's insane. Go for real. Let me guess. Did he recruit you? I'm playing. That's good though. 50K a month for just started trading. 7 months in. That's pretty good. That's way better than me. Keep tying your happiness to trading, you'll always be miserable. Game, this can't be your happiness. Done, did you make 140K in a day? Yeah. But I look at 140K in a day as in 140K in a day is like 3 months of work. 3 months of work on average. Right? So it doesn't happen often. Like what, like I'm telling you guys, chat, I don't wake up every day saying I'm gonna make 100K. Like I don't wake up expecting to make any money. But our overall trades, like on average, would be like around anywhere from, with my 30 lots, anywhere from 3 to like 8, 3 to 9 on average, 3 to 9K on average. So like I don't see it as like it's 140K a day. I just see it as, okay, I happened to have a little, I guess we had a little head start to the next 3 months that are about to approach us. Because like how often do I get those days? Twice a year. The last time I had a day like that was, when the fuck did I have last? Like, well, I know one of the days for sure was December 2022. I think one of the other days was maybe like somewhere last year. I don't remember, but it doesn't happen often, man. Like once every 6-8 months. But it's just another day. It's just another day. There's nothing different about that day. I don't come up the next day like today saying, and this is what a lot of traders do. They have those big days for the first times ever and they're like, oh my gosh, I need to have that day again. That day felt amazing. But the problem with that is it doesn't always print. You know, the market doesn't always print you those setups each and every single day. Majority of the times with the way we trade, we're trading range to range, right? But those days when they do print are your money days, your runner days. I thought that after I would be profitable was done, but after I lose profitability after not taking it serious and get more emotional. Yeah, bro. People think once you get profitable is done, but it's not the case. Once you get profitable is only the start. Whatever amount of work that you have to put from starting over to getting to the break-even stage is the amount of work that you gotta put from being profitable to get to the next level of profitability. And a lot of traders settle down. They're like, okay, I got to where I want to get to. I'm cool and I'm chilling now. And then they wonder why their trading goes to shit afterwards, because they don't continue to sample size, they don't continue to back test, they don't try to continue to get better, right? But if you focus on the right things every day and focus on getting better each day, you continue to grow and you don't gotta worry about that. But it's the same amount of work really to get to the next level of profitability. Being profitable is not it. Like, it's not the be all end all, you know? Why have a free course? You're asking why I have a free course? Because I'm a man of the people? I got a free course. What kind of question is that? You don't want the free course? I'll take it down. I'll take it back, bro. Why do you have a free course? Like, damn. To be fair though, not a lot of, I think nowadays for sure a lot more people have free courses, but like a year ago, 2 years ago, no one had free courses. There wasn't a lot of free stuff, but coincidentally, there's been a lot of free stuff as of lately. Everyone moved to Canada or something, started giving away their shits. Everyone got nicer over the years. There's a free course right now though. You're in the free course. This is the mentorship chat. A lot of mentors would be paying for these streams, no? Am I not wrong? Like for you guys to sit down with your mentor right now, or any other person out there on stream, breaking down everything, answering your questions. You see you guys asking me questions, I answer them right away. You have to pay a fee for that usually. Usually you have to pay a fee for that. Like those live trading, that's part of the mentorship and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. There's more pros to offering free viewing than paid. Yeah. To be honest, I'll think about it though. If I'm not gonna charge for the streams chat, but let's say you do the math, right? Let's say 100 people, or let's see, what is like a good conversion rate? We have like 3,500 viewers on average. What's 5% of that? It's 175 people. 175. Let's say we charge a stream a month like $100. Yeah, that's 17. I'm never gonna charge for the streams, but I mean you could take that route, but like I wouldn't think 3,000 people can convert over. I think maybe like 5% people will convert, like 170 people, or let's say 1,000 people. 1,000 people will get you over the 100K mark. I'm pretty sure. Times 100 a month. Yeah. 10% conversion? Really? Don't worry, guys. I would never charge for the streams, bro. Oh, bro. Okay, so NYC open chat. Finally, yeah, something here. You closed bearish here, but I would consider this still bearish, respecting support structure. It did close. I wouldn't say that like the leg candle, but pretty huge stop wake rejecting. 1 hour candle still respecting, right? 4 candle still bullish. Need a top wick at 52 still. It's just a small time frame. My bad. So with the 30-minute candle closure, respecting the support, I mean it's still valid, right? We can still look for buys above 23.49. Well, the only question is it going to close above 23.49? So that's what we got to wait for. We can't really do much right now. I can't just yet. Just any given point, the 30-minute candle could still flip it. At the end of the day, it's still a bearish candle. Could reject, right? But it's very similar to this one that closed bearish. This one closed bearish, respecting, right? Same thing here, respecting. So a 5-minute closure above 23.49, 488 is still what I'm waiting for. in this case here, but the more time that passes, the more you can say that this is getting closer and closer to confirming that this is a daily candle low and this is a daily candle flip. So you're only 30 minutes into the candle. This is NYSE open, so there's gonna be some volume here, but as you start to shift up and create more structure, again, it's not, I wouldn't say it's confirmed yet, but like, let's say like this were to form, for instance, at some point, you gotta say, okay, yeah, that's it. That's the day of bottom wick, and you're gonna rip up till the day flip. So that's why for every single buy position, I'm gonna attempt runners. The chances of us hitting the runners targets without hitting our bit break even first isn't that high, but I'm still gonna attempt runners just in case the day count does flip at a given point. If I were to take any buys above 49. But yeah, man. Let's see what happens here. This says, can we get a closure? The good thing about this, if you look at it close in the 5, very minor, but like get a somewhat of a range down here, right? You close above, so I think the NY session started around here, right? You're printing a range here, and this range has been respecting so far, at least. So you close above here, you have range 1, range 2. Anything above there is clean to go up towards that 4 wick fill. I'm trying to see like love times where you, because we already did the math earlier, and we did the math to not the math but the analysis to figure out all the times where price did drop up, where did price tap first, and we noticed that it was here, these levels, right? The times where you were actually bullish structure, you came down for bottom wicks, it happened to be around here, right? But like a couple of the times where, because we're trying to see it from both sides, both perspectives, how about the times where you drove down? Where'd you tap first before ripping down here? And if you look at it, right, in the past, there's been, looking left at least, there's been levels here, levels here, levels here, levels here. You said levels there, levels there, levels there. I'll say like levels here. I'll say on average, if you were to connect the dots, I know it looks foolish, right? Crazy. Connect the dots is crazy in trading. But back to like kindergarten stuff. Connect the dots. What's the medium average of the levels? You're looking like around here. So like the times where you did reject in the bearish trend to come down, it was a minimum of what? Minimum of here. 23.55, which is what? This is a level 5.5, right? It's just gonna be the 4 candle top of the like 4 candle range fill. So even when you did drop in the past, that was where it came up towards before it dropped, majority of the times. And when it did go up in the past, it came down towards 28, right? So since it's pushing up first, you can take advantage of the push up after the 5 closes above, hopefully. That's really it. Are you gonna sell Sudan? I can't believe it. I can't believe I do analysis like this for you to ask those questions, man. No, I'm not looking for sells until you tap 2352 and close below like 2345. I'll look for sells then. But I'm looking for buys up towards that area because of what I just explained. You know what I mean? You're paying attention? You know? Shout out from Los Angeles. What up, man? They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Why do you still put GJ in the video headlining now that you moved exclusive to XAU USD? Clickbait. Come on, man. Marketing 101. That's the basics. Clickbait. Number 2, manipulation. What else to say? They say manipulation. What did those ICT guys say again, chat? They say manipulation, manipulation, distribution, and or not the ICT guys, but like the guys who trade with the banks. You know, the bank trader guys. Manipulation, distribution, and then something about liquidity or something like that, right? Accumulation. There we go. Which is just what? Drive range liquidity. Simple as that. But no, got people pulling out thesaurus and dictionary to figure out what these terms mean. Just drive range liquidation. That's it. That's what's being formed. I can guarantee it's the same shit from a different perspective. Drive range liquidity. Let me guess. So what do you have? What's the order? What's the move down called? Accumulation? Accumulation. Range is what? Distribution? Or distribution is a range is moved down. I don't know. And then whatever continuation would just be drive, accumulation, distribution, and what's the last one, chat? Sorry, I clearly don't trade the banks, bro. I just buy highs and sell lows. You see, bro, I can't pronounce that word. Got me pulling out the thesaurus. But basically, drive, range, and then what's next? Liquidity. You know that one guy, chat, who does that meme? He goes like, every time I'm battling a 1v1 with like a bank trader, and then we get like we have the same idea, right? But we just dumb it down to a point where it looks so simple, and then they'll hear pulling up the thesaurus and dictionary to figure out what their terms mean with this and that, and we're just like, that's it. Hot wick. Okay. Speaking about hot wicks, you're starting to close below. Oh, actually, yeah. There's a level here. You could be closing below in 24 seconds here. Let's see. Let's see what happens, man. You're halfway into the 1 hour candle so far. What has the 1 hour candle printed so far? It's printed the top wick, cool. It then made its way down, flip bearish, right? Then I don't think it rebroke its own low, or did it? Yeah, it did. This is a new low, right? So it did rebreak its own low. And overall, you closed bearish. So I'm still expecting to see a top wick at the top of this range before ripping down further. That is still my expectation until price shows you signs that it won't. So in this case here, there's a support being formed, I think right there on the 15 at 23.44. I'll say until you close below 23.44, there's still a top wick that needs to be printed here before ripping down further. So won't be any sells for me just yet, chat. If it doesn't print a top wick at 5.2, right, minimum, and it starts to make its way down, we could look for sells, but it won't be until you break below like 39, below 39 on the rebreak of the 4 lows. Because then if you rebreak that low and you close below in the 1 hour time frame, for instance, in about 19 minutes here, or maybe 10 a.m. candle in about an hour and a half, or 11 a.m. candle even, anything below 39 shows that's going to come down towards 34. And then that would be going back to what we said earlier about the bottom wick that needs to be printed in this range here before doing anything else. But the problem with that is, look at the time. You would have wanted that to happen 8 a.m., 9 a.m. first continue driving up. But if you come down towards 23.30, now the chances of you rejecting is a lot less likely. You are more so to continue because you spent the entire morning creating structure, if that's the case, right? It goes from saying, okay, cool, that would be a bottom wick liquidity for us to drive up, to us saying, oh, wow, this is just structure and fake outs has it coming back down to the bottom of the range, and therefore anything below there, you can take advantage of. So it will be a different story. It will lead to the day count not flipping bullish then if that's the case. But still early to say until you close below. So nothing changes. The plan's still the same. Still waiting for closures above 23.49 and closures below 23.38. Yo, Kieran. What's up, man? Why can't you take sells if the 30-minute breaks the lows? Because this 30-minute candle is still overall respecting. It's bearish, right? For sure. Don't get me wrong. But it's still respecting, which there means at any given point this candle can still flip bullish. Right? That could still be the case. With the 1 hour count as well in 70 minutes, which is still close respecting above that range, right? Like things like that can still happen. The 4 count hasn't filled the range at 53. If you tap 5-3 and then you flip bearish from the 4, we would have been in there from sells from the 4 count flip down. But you haven't tapped 5-3 yet. So the question, like again, today, it's all about tapping. It's either you tap 5-3 first or you tap 3-8 first. Same thing as Friday. Friday's levels were a little different, but same idea. You won't see movements until you tap those 2 levels in terms of direction. I was trying to see if I can take positions going up towards that direction. But you haven't done so. You haven't been in a position to do so. So hopefully soon. Maybe if this 30-minute count closes below, the 1 hour closes below, there's a higher chance you have to come down towards 38. But you're gonna need to close below, I'll say like 43. Below here. If you close below here, the next 1 hour count is likely to drop down towards here. And you can take advantage of the sells, yeah, for sure. But 15 minutes is a lot of time still, right? We got a shit ton of time into that candle. This 15 is closing here. I can see it's closing below the most recent, like it's closing below here, below 45. Don't get me wrong, but still respecting this level here. So with that candle still respecting that 15-minute zone, the 1 hour candle still open, I'd rather wait for the 1 hour closer. Looking like a nice fake out though, if it does. No bottom wick? The 15? Unless this one's closing below. Might actually close below. The level I have here in the 15 would be right here. It looks like it is going to close below here. I'm pretty sure for sells there, it's going to be after the 4 hour close from chat. I don't believe I'm taking sells off this 15. I really want to see that top wick at 5-3. Not that I want to see it. This is what price would print. So in this case, it hasn't tapped it yet. If this is the case, I'm still afraid the 1 hour count can still flip bullish or can still hold this level, right? But I'll say once the 1 hour actually closes at 10 and it looks the way the 15 does, you see the 15 close back to the range, it'll be solid. All you then would need is a 1 hour top wick, right? Because if you close below like this in the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour crystal top wick, then you're making your way down. That'd be perfect. Out at 10 a.m. All right. But if you're in this position from here, this is your confirmation. Take it. All right. I'm gonna wait for the 1 hour closure. Unfortunately, my friend. What was the 4 target again? 38, right? That was your overall destination here for the bottom wick. So it'll be around here. A little lower, around here. 37.440. I already spoke with the man, bro. I'm waiting for blueberries then. What do you think about the 66% capital gains tax in Canada on profits over 250K? I think it's time to leave. I think it's time to leave. I think it's time for me to go. But I gotta pay a fine if I leave Canada nowadays, chat. Crazy. I gotta pay a 25K fee if I leave Canada. They don't want you to leave Canada. Can't looking like prison. Yeah, I gotta leave, bro. I gotta leave. Y'all locked up? I didn't get locked up. I was born into this. I didn't pick Canada. You guys acting like I picked Canada. I just got born into this, bro. I was born in Canada. What can I do, bro? What can I do? Have you ever seen a bear? Fuck, have I seen a bear? No, I don't think so. I think I've seen a bear yet. I'm not from the suburbs, bro. I'm not from like the woods, you know? Like, I don't. There's no bears in the city. In the cottages, yeah, like up north for sure. I tend to forget that a lot of you guys live in like the countryside, don't know, like the middle of nowhere, no? Especially in America, there's lots of places like that. Like you're not from the major cities, and you're just in the suburbs. Suburban boy. I'm a suburban dude. Yo, chat, it's looking like the 1 hour candle is gonna close below, man. It's looking good in 10 minutes here. It is looking good. Looks like you've potentially found your direction. You're close, right? The moment you tap 37, you'll see direction, no push. I can still push up for the 4 hour daily flip. That is still a possibility, but you won't see like direction today until, again, 37 gets tapped or until 5-4 gets tapped. Whichever one gets tapped first, doesn't matter. We'll be in both, but coming closer. So if we can tap it here, then 10 to 11 should be pretty interesting to trade, I'll say. If the 1 hour taps it, and this is a long shot, by the way, right? This is a very long shot, but if the 4 hour candle taps it, the 1 hour taps it, and it still flips bullish on the 1, or it closes respecting support on the 1, then 11 or 10 is looking good. Looking good. GG is so clean today. Like, I don't think there's anywhere else to go today on GG but here. This is so clean today. 163, 196.376. There's nowhere else to go. Look at the 4 count, breaking the highs. Clean traffic to the left hand side. How much is the 4 count so far? 21 pips, 22 pips, 25, 26 pips. Daily candle looking left. Clean traffic on the way up. There's nowhere else to go but here. 196.376, 376 should be tattooed on your forehead. That's so clean. This is a nice bond wick. I don't know who got this during London, right? Was this London? This was 1 a.m. No, that was 9. But this is a nice bond wick. These levels were respected, came down, broke all the lows, flipped bullish, right? You had a range that was being formed. You needed a bottom wick. You finally got the bottom wick, tapped the zone, and then from there now it just drove. Now it's just situations. Drive range liquidity. Below 37, what do you have here? $29. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yo, Jimmy. Copy the GJ buys and runners are going. What was your entry? Yeah, you're good for runners, bro. For sure. Yeah, another. Well, I thought this is a little bigger. This is only a 50 pip range going up, but still. Not bad. Yeah, if you got runners, especially on the open of the candle and the 4 opening, you'd be good. Toss the BE, close half, let the rest run. Relaxing day now. The best feeling in the world, chat, is when you close half, stops break even, let it run towards your target, and you survive the first pullback and the second pullback or auto bottom wicks areas, and just trailing stops and profit. That's the best feeling. Five minutes left, okay, chat? You have this last 5-minute candle of the 1 hour candle, and then you have one more 5 candle, and that's the 1 hour closure. All right, so it could be very interesting here. Could be very interesting. You would need to see this 1 hour candle close below 43 for more sells at 10. So if it closes where it is right now, it'd be perfect. If it closes respecting, then the beginning of the next 1 hour candle might be a little boring, but it should pick up at the end of the candle. Because if it closes like this, right, taking sells might be a little tough because you're still respecting that level. At any given point, this can happen still. If it closes below though, then you can take advantage of the wick fill down. So below here, but that's in 5 minutes. All right, so if it closes below like this, then you're assuming that the next 1 hour candle / 30-minute candle should come up for a little top wick, tapping most recent resistance, which then will be a wick entry for us likely at around here, and then we'll take sells down to fill the wick, which is I think the flip alone is 50 pips, so by the time it flips your break even, the wick fill is 20 to 38, and the overall TP is around 69 if you close below. It's pretty nice. Let's give it 4 minutes. How's your diet? I've never dieted in my life, man. Yeah, I've never been in this situation. I need to eat more, if anything. I'm weighing like 160 right now. 160, 158 to 158 to 160 between there. Diet though, bro. Have you seen me? Like, I need to eat more. I used to be way skinnier though. What's that in kg? I don't know. I don't know. You guys use some weird metrics over there in the UK. Let's see. What is 160 pounds to kg? Like 58, something like that? Oh no, 72? 72? 72. Yo, 5. So chat, I'm like 6'11" on a good day, right? So is that a good weight to height ratio? Like, what's my height? I'm 6'11". Yeah, I'm 6'11". 6'11". Didn't you ask me with the in person? Skinny as hell. $6.11, bro. On a good day. On a bad day, like today's a bad day, right? So if I stand right now, it might look a little shorter. On a bad day, like 5'11", or 5'10", 5'11", and you know, something like that, 6'11" though. You're right in draft. Sadly, I had to take my. I didn't, bro. I got some scholarships. Yo, did you guys see that podcast of that one rapper who kept claiming that he got a scholarship to Harvard or something, or some school in Atlanta, and they're like, so he was capping, right? So they're like, hey, so what did you get offered to go to that school? Like, I got like $2 million. I'm like, bro, ain't no way you got offered $2 million. Like, yeah, I got offered like $2 million to go to this college, and the guy's like, $2 million, bro. What are you doing over here? Like, you know how long it takes to make $2 million in the rap game with the contract that they give you? After all your fees that you gotta pay back up. He's like, yeah, I got offered around $2 million, but I declined it. You know, they wanted me to go to like some he said like some extra school. He's like, how long did they want you to go for? He's like, they want me to go for like 20 years, something like that. I'm like, 20 years, bro. What kind of college are you going to? Yeah, it's like D1. He's like, I offered a $22 million D1 contract. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. D1 contract, what's the most they give you? Like on average? Like, not $2 million though. What kind of cap is that? It's the cap that you cringe. Like, you know the person's capping, so you start cringing for them. Like, I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. I gotta show you guys a video afterwards, but after this closure, okay? Let me just lock this in. They don't pay. They pay for your school though. Your tuition. Yeah, you're not closing below, Chad. You're closing respecting. Let's see if you can close Doji in this 30-minute count. That'll be very, 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 very interesting to see if you can close Doji, because then you're coming up to the top of the range, which we can take advantage of. Once the 1 hour count comes down for a Bono wick and flips bullish and closes above. Let's see. Can we close above 2345.528? I don't think it is, but it is going to close overall respecting the 1 hour zones here. So yeah, it's not closing above to say that you take positions right away for buys, but it's closing enough to say that, okay, what we could do here is wait for a Bono wick on this 1 hour count, because the 1 hour count at the end of the day, this thing closed bearish, right? Like, don't get me wrong, chat, this thing closed bearish. So at any given point, it looks like you are to fill the wick down, right? Because you're closing below. The most recent traffic level is here, but I just realized right now that the overall level that I have here is right here being marked up. So if that's the case in this situation, it's hard to say buys are ready to go just yet, but you have the wick fill down towards 2340, which we could take advantage of, right? The 4 count came close to flipping at one point, didn't flip just yet. The only thing I need to see is a top wick to confirm. I wanted to see, I'll say here, if you come up towards here, 2346 for a top wick, and then you re-break the lows at 2343, that'll be the sells I'll grab for sure. I'll take those sells down. There's still a chance though that you can still close above 489, and this can, like, again, the 1 hour count did close respecting the most recent structure point. Any given point, the 4 count could still flip bullish because it's still a bottom wick on the 4 that's being printed right now, or it could be a bottom wick. So that's why I need to see a top wick to confirm that we're gonna rip down, because if you come up for a top wick at 46, chat, what's gonna happen on the 4 hour time frame? 46 is right here, right? I based that off of most recent traffic to the left, clean traffic. It's the flip. So if you flip on the 4, you're expecting us to drive up, right? But we don't have to be in position to grab buys from there and out. We can wait for an actual closure above. But if you flip, and for some given reason, who knows what, you don't drive and you start to reflip bearish to re-break the lows at 2343, then you're going down the filter range now. You're coming down the filter range of the 30-minute flip towards the wick fill, right? Which is the 27 pip advantage point. So that's why I want to see a top wick to confirm that the 4 account isn't the 4 isn't gonna flip after flipping, or isn't gonna drive after flipping. But yeah, that's what I'm waiting for here. Okay, so you're coming closer and closer to positions. Almost there. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. It's a battle between the 1 hour account and the 4 hour account now. That's it. This is you're getting closer and closer and closer. If you tapped earlier, like you see how it came down towards 2340. If you came down and tapped 37 off the bat, this would have been good to go. I would have been in buys for sure. For sure, because that would have been enough liquidity. This is how things would have looked. It would have looked like this. If you were to close, if you were to tap, right? 37, 36. You broke all the lows, came back to the top of the range. You have a fake out. You're expecting buys up from here on out. But since it didn't, that is still the case. And that's why there's no buys for me just yet until I confirm that the 4 account is ready to drive up, which is just a closure above 2350. All right. So I think all of your questions should be answered as to what I'm doing here. If one person's asking me buy or sell here, chat, I swear you need a pair of headsets or something, bro. Got Arthur ears. Got the Arthur headphones on, bro. Touch up the Arthur headphones. In other words, I sound correct. Let's see, man. Top wick got tapped. So you tapped that. Oh, no. Close. Close, bro. You're like 8 pips away. I'm not ruling this out as not a fake out, right? Like this bearish count coming down back into range could be a fake out. It could be, but I'm only taking buys above here. Right, so in case you guys are wondering why I'm not looking for buys here, because I'm waiting for an actual break above 50 to confirm that the 4 hour isn't going to reflip bearish after printing that top wick. Close enough. Which tap? Yeah, that's alright. That's good enough. I'll say 46 point, like in this range really. Ideally, like I was expecting like anywhere in this box here. Top wicks are here in the past, right? Top wicks, a lot of wicks here, a lot of wicks here. So anywhere in that range is fine. Yeah, I'll say this is fine. I'll say close both below 43. You're good. Can you close though? Not on this count. This 5 is gonna close bullish for sure. So the next 5 is likely to fill the wick. But you're getting closer, chat. All right, getting much closer. Yeah, close below 43 likely. Close below 43, be back into the range in the 5, and the 1 hour count would then reflip bearish. There is the flip. So you just flipped on the 30 again, and you re-break the lows, right? So you want to see a closure below the 5, ideally. You have a 15-minute close as well in about 9 minutes here, but I think the next 5 could likely be our positions there at 10-10. Yo, if you chat, if you guys enjoyed the stream though, leave a like and sub to the channel, man. Overall, a pretty good breakdown day. Let's see if we can finish it with a position, but I am highly anticipating a position today. Just whenever price decides to print what I wanted to see. We're close. So if you guys are enjoying the stream though, leave a like and sub to the channel. That's all we ask for, man. I would appreciate it. Oh, wanna wake on the 5. Respecting. Interesting. 5-minute flipping. The good thing about this is that you have a structure. Like you have like bottom wicks here every single time. So chances of you ripping up once you close above, very, very high. Above 2350. That's our ideal buys. I'm trying to see if we can take advantage of this instead. From here, because I'm looking for buys above here and up, right? Towards like 5.7, 5.6. But I'm trying to see if we can take advantage of this from here and up. Still got a range here. The only issue with that is the 1 hour candle. I'm worried about the 1 hour still flipping. Because above here, right on the 5 is the 1 hour break at highs. If you break the 1 hour highs, there's a higher chance that this is the bottom wick. But when you're still within the range here, even if you close above 45 on the 5 or 15 here, the 1 hour can still flip, right? It's still a bottom wick that hasn't really been developed. But who knows? Maybe if you get enough bottom wicks, like you get like something like this. If you break the lows here, you get a closure above like this, that'll be fine. We need something. One hour candle just re-breaking the lows now. Re-breaking. 2 minutes left for a 5 closure. How much was this? The flip to here is what? 9? You come all the way down towards here and then you reflip bullish. What is that? This would be if you tap 37. This is a long shot. If this would be the perfect setup, but with the perfect setups, it's a long shot. Like it may not happen, right? But if you come down towards 37 here, chat, which is what we wanted to see being tapped all morning, right? And then for some reason you're flipping the 1 hour candle within the same 1 hour candle, you're taking the buy side in the 1 hour flip. That'd be perfect. But it's gotta come down first and then reject off of 37 and then flip. So that's why it's a long shot, because a lot to ask for. But if that happens, perfect. You have direction. Then we'll be clearing out the daily four bottom wick that you wanted to see. The 4 rebroke the lows, and then the 4 candles start to flip bullish at around 44. You take those buys up from 44 up towards 2350. If that happens, if it flips, it's a very long shot, but it will be the perfect sub of the day. Still a little far though. 29 pips away. This 5 is about to close there. Or this 5 close, sorry. This 5 close below the 5. Yeah, man. No bond wick anyways. You have a 15 closure next 3 minutes here, chat. Let's see what it does here. The 15 close is bearish. Positions coming down towards that bond wick area is likely to be our position here. All right, so the 15 close is bearish here in about 3 minutes here. I'll say below the most recent bullish candle low like this. Then you're breaking back to this range here. And since you're breaking back into the range, you're expected to fill, just like these candles did to the left. And you have target areas at 2339.664. That'd be perfect. Right, because the 1 hour has a wick to fill, and then at this point you can say that that 37 zone will be tapped, and that could be your target for sells. So let me just go ahead and mark this up. It was around 37, around here, right? Where is it? According to my calculations, yeah, around here. gray outside, bro. Two minutes. This is a long 2 minutes, man. Needs to close below 2342.459. If it closes respecting, then no choice but to wait until a 30-minute close, likely unless you close above like 50 within the next 15 minutes here, but there won't be positions till then, likely. All right. Damn, man, couldn't just tap 36. Called it. All right, yeah, a minute here. Train, all you do is wait, man. We're just waiting. Like half of our stream just waiting. We came into the streams today, did our analysis, right? And then we like, okay, we'll look for this here, look for that there, this forms and that forms. And then from there on out, just waiting the whole entire day for those two things to print. It's very simple. It's hard though, right? Waiting for the candle to close, not full into positions, not letting yourself get impatient, get to you to a point where you feel like, okay, I've been sitting here for X amount of time, so I need to get paid X amount of money. It's not how it works, right? And then all of a sudden you get a position and it lasts like 5 seconds and you're like, really? That's it? And then you sit there like, nah, man, that can't be it. And then you start looking for more positions. And that's the difference between working a job or working in general and then trading. You don't get paid for sitting here per hour. You can lose money. I could have spent the entire day here today for 3 hours just to lose 50K. Bro, crazy, right? Or I can sit here for 3 hours and make 3K. But that's trading. And that's why a lot of traders go into trading and they get impatient because they feel like they're not getting rewarded for what the amount of work that they're putting in. Right? Like you've been here for what? 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Like, man, I gotta get rewarded. I gotta get paid for my time. So then you start hunting for trades that wouldn't be taking. And that's the fucked up part. Patience is key, man. Can you explain how you profit while having an R? The same way you would explain how your profit having a positive RR. There's no need to explain it. The results speak for itself. Because the way you have a positive RR, right? Why are you profitable? You probably have a lower win rate, but a much better risk to reward, which means that more times your trades are to cover up for the loss. With the positive RR, what's the difference? You have a high win rate, a lower risk to reward, right? Or can it just evens out to be the same shit? Choose your poison. Both methods work. Good kid, Man City fan. Alright, bro. So 17. 3 minutes for a 5 closure. Still, bottom wicks being printed. Still haven't again tapped that 37 level. Nothing has happened here. Gotta keep waiting. Maybe this next 15 chat. I'll say like I'll call it a day if it hits like 11. I think my day today will be 11 a.m. If 11 a.m. nothing happens yet, then that's it. I'm chopped. That's my session. All right. This 30-minute candle is looking good though. If you close like this in 11 minutes, I know 11 minutes is a long time, and there's a slight chance to be ripping beforehand, but if the 30-minute candle closes like this, bro, it's perfect. 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 This range going down would be like around 20 pip range. Why you always use 30 lots, not 50, maybe? Is that a question? Why'd you add the maybe at the end? I use a fixed lot size, so every year I stick to one lot size the entire year. This year I'm sticking to the 30 lot. Next year I'm gonna increase to 40, and then the entire year with the 40 lot. And the year after that, we'll see how things go, but it could be extended to the 50. Why bro? You should use 10 lots, maybe. It's like, is that a statement? Is that a question? Yeah, I increase my lots once a year. I'm not at a 50 lot yet. Do you redo analysis? Yeah, I will do redo analysis, but hopefully we can get a trade beforehand. You need help to fix some common error on your crypto wallet? Please reach out to me. Fuck you, bro. Get off the stream, bro. Please don't scam anybody here. No one fall for that scam. Vertex, get off the stream, bro. Mods, get him out of here, bro. Ban this guy. Ban him and never let him see another day of light, bro. Why are you scamming people, bro? What's wrong with you? Like, do you enjoy doing this, bro, for a living? Like, is this what you do? You go on Instagram, you message my followers, and you're like, hey, you want to invest? No one wants to invest, bro. No one wants to get scammed. And the thing is that it works sometimes. It actually works sometimes. People actually get scammed. But don't fall for that, chat. Like, you gotta be, I don't know, bro. You have a very low IQ to get scammed like that nowadays. Back in 2016, maybe it was a lot newer, but now, bro, no way, man. Scammers, bro. Scammers. Because you know what, bro? The same people who scam like that are the same people who are using my name. Like, you know how people make fake accounts? And they're like, hey, it's Don. Would you like to invest into some crypto? I will return 100x by X amount of days. And then people actually message me and they say, yo, Don, where's my money? I sent you money 2 weeks ago. I'm like, huh? I'm like, show me the DM. Shows me the DM. It's funny because he talks to me on Istanbul DM, but then he shows me a screenshot from Istanbul.1 or something, right? And it's like, bro, like, does 2 and 2 not add up? Like, you're messaging the real Don with the verified check mark, but yes, scammed by Istanbul.1. But it's getting bad nowadays though. The worst ones, chat, is when you get those phone calls and it says like your post, your mail got delivered but no one was there to receive it. Please pay this fee and then you'll be able to get your mail package. And you click on the link and then they fill your card information and that's wraps. They took your card info. Next thing you know, negative $2.50 hot Cheetos from a gas station. This is the CRA. Yeah, the CRA ones. Because one time my mom's like, yo, Don, is this real? I got a message from CRA saying that I gotta do this. I'm like, no, don't click on that. Or the worst ones, they call you. When they call you now. But you know what's fucked up now? Nowadays, they can use AI. They can use AI voice to say, like, they could call you from your sibling's device or whatever, or their sibling's contact name or number, and use AI on their voice. If they got their voice somehow. Say, hey, bro, can you send me X amount of money? And then it's crazy. Like I saw an XG video like a couple weeks ago, the AI version of him saying something about Bitcoin investments or something. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Why is money always like this? Like what? It's about to be lit in about 5 minutes here, man. Get prepared. This range is tradable though. Like overall today, like it's the 8-pip range. It's not like it's like been stuck between the 10-pip range, right? Sheesh. Okay. But did this count break the lows first or break the highs first and come down? Opened up here, mid top wick came down. Oh, double top wicks. Noise. The worst scam is at the pyramids, right? You know how like you go to pyramids? I heard stories about how you go to pyramids and they just hand you stuff. They give you like touristy stuff, like a bag with gifts in it and stuff like that, and then you gotta pay for it. They just give it to you. Like take it. You take it, and then they charge you. Yeah, gifts. It's a scam. Don't tell me I got on a camel. Why, you got on a camel, thought it was free and they charge you afterwards? I thought you meant pyramid schemes. Oh yeah, basically. Gold needs to drop and give us 37. Drop and give us 37. Drop. Why lower lot sizes and more trades? Even if I lower my losses, I'm taking more trades. It has nothing to do with more trades or less trades. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That's just my current risk. That's my current risk right now. Thanks for the 499 though, Orchid. Thank you, bro. Listen, man. Interesting 30-minute count closure chart. Remember how I said you need a closure below here? You need it on the 15 below here. On the 30-minute time frame, you need it below here because it's 2 different levels, right? So it looks like, I mean, 2 minutes left, but it looks like you're not gonna close below. Wasn't respecting. So could this be a bottom wick? Could this be the bottom wick of the 4-hour candle? Could this finally be it? I guess we'll find out very shortly here, but closures above 23. I'll say 23.46 would be ideal here. 23.46. Because if you close like this, you're still within. I mean, you're closing bullish at the bottom of the range, right? But I would need to clear this zone for you to get some type of movement. So above here would be preferred. Drop up. Below here to drop down. This right here is non-touchable. Don't blame me, no chat. The markets is just moving the way it's moving, right? It's not the market's fault as well. It's just what it needs to print. It's not manipulating you. It's not waiting until you hop off the stream. You know? It's just moving the way it should be moving. And it hasn't printed what we wanted to see. Yeah. Market scamming me. I'm here till 11, so by 11 if we're still in the range, I'm done. I'm done. If 11 a.m. closes above or below whatever the ranges I have marked up, then we're good. We stay and look for positions, but if 11 looks the way it is right now, it's just done. I'm done for a day. Which I'll be very surprised if it does. I'll be surprised if you don't get a move for 11. 30-minute close in 30 seconds here. How are we going to close? Bullish or bearish? So it looks like you're closing respect in here. That's something to look forward to. That's cool. A 11-minute chart. All right. Yeah, so 30-minute candle closing bullish here. Decent bullish too. Like this is a decent closure. So there is a possibility. Potential buys shortly here, chat. I would say a closure above here in the 5 after a bottom wick. If you can get a bottom wick at 44, close above like not 45. Yeah, 45.46 above there. We're now breaking back into this range here. I would believe the range is going to get filled, but I do want to see a bottom wick being tapped at 43 first, a closure above, and then I'll be in there. So it won't be this 5. Impossible will be this 5. It'll be the next 5 because I need to see a closure above there, an actual 5-minute closure. Okay. But the bottom wick is very key and crucial here too. Let's see what happens. Could this be the 4-hour flip? $23.39. 23.39.38.660. You need closures above 46. You need. Let me clear my chart so it's a little more clear for you guys here and just redo my lines here, but it's gonna be something like this. Good kid, man. City van. Perfect. What's this? 41, 41, 41. Valid. Valid, valid, valid. Over here for now, it's fine. Don't matter anyways. You're not looking for styles below there until you close below 37 anyways. All right, cool. So these are the updated levels. And the analysis is the same shit, chat. We're still waiting to see if this is a forward bottom wick or not. But again, like as time goes on, and it's 10, still haven't flipped bullish yet after a bottom wick. You're still like, you're closing bullish on 30 and whatnot, but you're not closing above the ranges, right? You start to form structure. So this is starting to develop structure, which means that there is a much higher chance you are to continue down towards 37 for that bottom wick. And if it's not even a bottom wick at that point, if you come down towards 37, they will just continue down likely. But that is a destination. So 1 hour candle still bearish, right? It would have helped us a lot today if the 1 hour candle closed below here, a lot. But it closed respecting, right? If you look left here, there's a level right here that you could say it closed below. I think it's 4 to 5 zones, like right here, like a minor, there's some type of resistance here. So you could say it closed respecting, and this is just like the overall, like right here too, closed below top wick here, came down, right? So like you could say that, and that's why like early today I wanted to see a top wick, right? Top wick up here, and then a flip on the one that would be preferred. But it still shows you signs that it's closing back into the range. So that's still open. 30-minute candle close, I'll say bullish, but respecting. Didn't close above, right? You need a 5 closure above. If you didn't, you start to reject. In this case here, you can probably assume that this is the continuation down towards the bottom of the range. Now, one last thing I'll say, you need here is a top wick. So in this case here, chat, if you get a top wick here on price at 23, where my levels at? Sorry. Yeah, top wick at 23.45, and you rebreak the lows at 23.43, then you should be good to go down towards the bottom of the range. You can write this 15-minute candle off as a late candle too. No top wick, right? I think we'll be, I don't know if it'll be 10:45 because that's 9 minutes here, but it could be between like now and 40. Let's see if you can get a top wick one more time and you rebreak the lows, will be in there. On the way down towards 37. The advantage when you have here is from here downwards here, which is a 20-pip range. But a top wick is much needed here because at any given point is 15, still bullish, right? Could still flip and drive. That is the case. Same with the 30-minute candle. So if you get a top wick on the 5 at 23.45, what is that? You get a top wick at 20.45, that'll be a 30-minute flip. Overall, you're expected to flip and drive, but in case it doesn't and it comes back down to reflip bearish, then that's a top wick. It would then look like this, and then you're good. You rip down for the rest of the session towards 23.40. It's either that or 7 minutes left for a 15 closure, and the 15 closes below here, then you're good to come down further. That's in about 7 minutes here, okay? And that will be the 4-5 candle. This can still flip in the 15. All right. And I get you guys want to have like those clean days. I get it, like one direction days, right? But you gotta be able to understand these days as well. Like if you're a day trader, right? You trade every day. You would notice that these cycles tend to print quite often. Like this isn't completely new. It's not like a dead range as well. But you gotta learn to adapt to it at some point. Learn to trade these ranges as well as trading the ranges where you just heavily move some days. You know, some days come to the charts and you just push, no pullbacks. Like you gotta be able to adapt to all the different market cycles out there. Right? So you might not like these days, and it's all preference, right? You don't gotta trade these days if you don't want to, but when you've been trading these days for some time, after a while, you get used to it. And you learn to read them. You learn to know what to wait for these days compared to what to wait for on other type of days. Right? And that's why it's taking so long today. It's not your fault. It's not the market's fault. You had a plan, right? And then we just sat here all day waiting for that plan to play out. And it might play out here in 6 minutes here, maybe, if we close. And we'll be in positions. If it doesn't, then that's the day, right? Yo, Jack, what's up, man? Jack, bro, what's going on, man? Good kid, man. Steven, why couldn't we jump at 23.48 and ride the wave down? You mean why didn't you? I mean, maybe you did, but you're saying we have two different analysis, right? If your cells show that their cells there, take it, right? But my cells show them that their cells once this 15 closes to come down towards 37. And that's what I'm taking. But you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. We're both waiting for our positions. There's no we in trading chat. It's you versus the markets, right? It's whatever you see. Bonjour, je m'appelle. Good kid, Matt City Van. Yo, Jack, how you been, bro? It's been a minute since I seen you here. Jack just got lost on one of his walks. Yeah, dude's getting big, bro. The other day, Huss told me that like he was out for dinner and someone was like, "Are you in devious?" To Huss, like just randomly walking outside, like, "Are you in devious?" That's kind of crazy, bro. Devious is global. It was in London too. Call it a day. I'll call it a day at 11 if you don't get anything. I'm looking for this 15 closure right now below. If this closes below, we'll be in there. But if it doesn't, then yeah, you're getting closer and closer to not getting positions because you are on the last 15 of the 1 hour candle. How'd you mount the skateboards? You kind of just gotta go on Amazon and what do you call it? You buy these little I don't know, skateboard mounters, whatever, and then you drill holes in your wall and you put the skateboards in, and then you just put the caps on and it stays there. But yeah, you gotta drill holes into your wall. That New York one, chat, cost 350. This one right here, this New York one, 350. think this was like 280 or something like that. The top one can of hat, I think that was 180. These are all like 150s, 150s down here. I was planning to get more, but I think this is fine. I'm gonna hang a bunch of posters there probably. Posters there. I got a poster here. It says "The world is yours." Scarface poster, but that's in front of me. But yeah, man. My room is pretty basic right now, bro. I'm kind of bored. I prefer my old room. I had the shelf. The shelf is not out there instead. The big money thing is out there as well. But I need to decorate this room a little more, man. FBI, open up. One minute. What's that? Good kid, man. City van. Yeah, man. This 5 or close below here will be good. If it closes right here, it'd be perfect. Actually, perfect. Like this would be perfect, but the idea is the 15, right? So as long as the 15 closes below, you're fine. It's a top wick though. Sorry, bottom wick. You need a bottom wick here in a closure. If you don't get a bottom wick, then it's tough. Get ready, chat. We may get positions here. So if you want a bottom wick, this candle need to push down here, which is good. It's pushing down right now. That's very good. So if it pulls back, it'll leave you that bottom wick, right? But you need to push in order to get a bottom wick. Otherwise, you're closing right at support. So if you can pull back to like 41.740, that'd be amazing. For the 4-hour close. Or 15 close, sorry. 4-hour close. Damn. Relax. It might be a quick position, chat. We're looking to take positions down towards 37, right? Bottom wick, you need a bottom wick. You need a bottom wick. That is a need. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait for the last second closure. Hold on. This is why you wait for the closure. Nope. No positions, chat. If you didn't wait for a closure, you would have... Yeah, man. Closures are key. You needed a close below 41.980, right? It didn't close below. So... gotta wait for 11 now at this point. Could still be a 4-hour flip. It could still happen. That is still possible for a 4-hour flip. Interesting. So if this is the case, can you close above 23.45? Is that the case here, man? Damn, that was the last second too, chat. I think that was the very last second just end up. So like, if that's the case, man, you close above 45, you're good. I think it'll be the rebreak of the 1-hour highs. 30-minute candle has flipped. Well, close to flipping. 30-minute flip is going to be the rebreak of the highs right around 45. What's above 45? That's going to be the 5-minute closure above there. 30-minute flips, you're expecting to drive with the 1-hour candle, right? Closing bullish as well. With the 4 candle starting to flip too. Could it be a late day move? It could be. Possibly could be. Coming closer, chat. But I'll be back in like 2 seconds, okay? I'll be back before the 10:50 candle in 3 minutes here. Order filled. Chat, we have like 12 minutes left into the day. So, getting closer and closer and closer to being a no trade day here. But I don't think anything crazy happened today. Like, we hopped on around here, right? I guess assumed to move down. But I would assume that we would have moved. Oh, hold on. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me shut up. How much is this range going up? 45. 15 closure and about 10. 5 closure here. Towards top of the range here. Looking good, chat. We may get some positions here shortly. I would need a bottom wick here though. Like if you get a closure above here, above 44. Above 44 based off these two levels, I'm gonna need a bottom wick. So closure above bottom wick. Bottom wick doesn't need to be that steep. Maybe like 43. The closure is much more important here. Right? And then once it closes above bottom wick here, I would assume that you're gonna fill the rest of the range up. Towards 48-ish loans. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nope. Won't be this 5 for me. Didn't close above. Did it? No, it didn't. Close right at it. Yeah, man. 9 minutes left for a closure, and if the 1 hour count doesn't close anything spectacular, then that's it for me. That's the day. No trades. Or 1 trade break even, that's about it. I was looking to see if I can take advantage of this, move up. Didn't close above. So I think the 1 hour closes that is it. Once the 1 hour closes, we'll see how things look by then. But I don't think as long as it closes within this range here, we're gonna call it a day likely. Between here and here. Unless it breaks out of these two ranges before the 1 hour close, I think it's gonna be a day though. But hold on for 10 minutes. We'll see how things look at 11. And we'll make a decision from there on out. Okay, chat? Might be a frustrating day for some of you guys, you know? Waiting, no positions. But I'm sure you'll have better days, man. If it wasn't today, then it's fine. Right? Don't get mad at yourself for waiting for yourself, though. You did good. That is a positive. That is a plus. You followed your plan. You didn't fall into positions. But might be frustrating. Might be frustrating for sure. But that's how trading is. Good kid, man. City van. If this closed above, I'll be in there for sure. Bottom wick was perfect too, right? We waited for a bottom wick at 43, 791, got it, but it didn't. So it flipped, but will it stay up now above that range? Where do my levels keep going? I feel like my levels just disappear here. Don't need this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Yo, what was I looking at earlier, chat? I had a level at 41.5. And that's very crucial now to look at, looking back at it, because look at the 3 last rejections. But I had it marked up there somewhere. I think it was around here. I didn't move it down to 40 because it didn't really matter. Yeah, right here. That's where it was. Right here, right here. A little higher. Is that still respecting? Yeah, it is. 42.6. Interesting. What time you start trading? I start trading at 8. I come into the streams at 8. I do my analysis from like 8 to 8:20, 8 to 8:30. Well, depends, but usually between 8 to 8:15, I'll say. And then we'll hop onto the charts and wait until we get what we wanted in the morning that we did our analysis on. And then depending on like the volume, really, like I don't have a set schedule. On average, we'll finish at around 10-11, but like depending on how volatile prices, whether it closes above the ranges we're expecting, like until we can figure out if it's in a range or not for the rest of the day, I would hop off. So in this case here, if the 1 hour closes the way it is, like between like 45 and 42, I'm gonna hop off. That's it for me. Or not even 42, between 45 and 40. Like even if we close below here the last couple of minutes here, I'm looking for sales below there. I believe below 37 would be a lot better. But yeah, I'll probably call it off as a day if it does close within the range. Because it looks like it's in a range. Range. Tomorrow you have big news, do you? Tomorrow you have a lot of folders. Wednesday. Tomorrow you do have something though. You have core PPI, Fed Sharp House speaks, and then Wednesday, sorry, you have core CPI, retail sales, CPI, Empire State Manufacturing Index, retail sales again, followed by crude oil inventories. And then Thursday you have natural gas storages. Where is that? Right there, our folder. And then unemployment claims. And then Friday you got nothing. So it's just Wednesday and tomorrow, I guess, and a little bit of Thursday. Today, no news. But last Monday I had no news and you still moved a shit ton. Let's see though. Day's not done yet. You have 4 minutes left to figure it out. Will you close above 45? Starting to create structure here. This is structure being printed. Wicks, boom, boom, boom. High lows being formed. Eventually, just push up. That's what you're expecting. Can it print before 11 though? Can it close decently for 11? You see how the 1 hour candle was this chat? Close bearish, respecting this support. It's very awkward, right? But if you get a bullish candle closure in 4 minutes here, it's gonna be above 44. Then you can say, okay, cool. This is your range. From here to here, right? This is your range you're in. And if you close bullish at the bottom of the range, then you should continue to push up to fill the top of the range. Even if you were to reject the top of the range, it will be at 50 levels, 51 levels, and that will be your advantage. Now that's where you're looking to grab. If you do close bullish above 44, 45. Because then if you were to reject and continue in range, it's going to continue in range, sure, right? But it's going to fill the range first for continuing range, but range afterwards. Cool, right? But that's range you're looking to take advantage of. But you got to close above. Got to close above. Third minute candle will be closed in respect to this level at 44, which looks like it may respect. Bottom wick to be 20 pips, not bad. If you get a closure, we may wait for a bottom wick. That's a little steep, like 23.42, 18 pip bottom wick. We'll see how it closes, but ideally, yeah, I think a bottom wick would be needed here. Chat over or under this 3rd minute candle closing respecting 23.44. 1 if you think yes, 2 if you think no. Usually when candles print the way it is, it's gonna close respecting. If I say it's gonna close respecting. Depends on what odds you're given. All right, plus 120, negative 125. You don't think so? Oh, yeah, it's in 2s. It'll be at 44.08. It's going down on a lot more 2s now, huh? You guys are going based off of the candle instead of the previous candle now. I see. Maybe you could be right though. If it closes below though, we're done. Yeah, it's not all right. We're done for a day if it closes below 44.089. But 9 times out of 10, account looking like that will close respecting. I guess we'll see. Silver. What's silver then? Ranger 2? Don't look at silver. It won't. It's not up to me though. It's up to the markets. Let's see. We gotta wait and see. Wait to see how it closes. Will it close respecting 44? Or will it close below? Jerome Powell, if you're watching the stream, close respecting 44.089. Show us a sign that you're watching us. Show us a sign that the NYSE stock exchange room is having a stream on the big screen. $18, $17, $16, $15, $4. The fuck did I go from 15 to 4? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wow, close below. Yeah, so that might be it for us, chat. 1 hour close within the range. Didn't really close. The twos got it. Yeah, I'm done for a day. That's it. If it closed above, it would have been a bullish closure on the third, on the one, because they would have closed here. So the one would have closed bullish, but the one closed bearish within the range. The OG, like, I don't think there's gonna be direction for a minute. There could be late moves. I think the next time you would have volume here is gonna be like around 12, like around 1 chat, 1 or 2. All right, but I think that's it for me. I'm done for a day, I'm pretty sure, until the Asian session. We tried, but you know, I think after the move we had this morning at 9 for NYSE open, like what else could we have grabbed, right? Like this right here is just ranging. 4-pit range tradable, but I think that's it for me. All right, chat. I don't know what's gonna happen now, but what I do know is that you still haven't tapped this level at 37, and you won't see us have direction until you tap this level or until you tap this level up here. These are the 2 lines that must be tapped before doing anything else. So take note of it and pay close attention to when it does tap it. It doesn't mean that when it taps it's a reject. It may continue to push past it, but you won't see like movement on price, like proper direction, until it taps. You're gonna see this until you tap that. Okay, once you tap that, you can form liquidity down and go up, or you can print top which go down. But that's above the range. But to break out, you need to see those 2 things here. So that hasn't happened. I was hoping that would happen during the NY session at like 8 to 9, and then let 10, 11 give us direction, but that didn't happen. It could still happen late again, but I'm pretty sure I'm done for a day, chat. I think that's it. Tomorrow we'll be back here, and we'll be back with another stream, and there's more news tomorrow, so it is more promising for positions. But yeah, chat, that's it. We had 1 trade today only. We had a break-even trade, that's it. Then we peaked like 8 pips, break even, and then that was it. All right, chat. So good luck to everybody. Best of luck to you if you guys are still trading. Make sure you have a stop loss. Make sure you have protection. Enjoy the rest of your day if you guys are done. If you guys finish off these in blues, congrats. Take it and move on. It's a Monday, so you still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, chat. All right. I'm done. So, adios. Later, chat. Peace out. Love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern. All right. W day though. W education. Good breakdowns. Good discipline. And more to come tomorrow. Later, chat. Enjoy. Oh, yo, chat. Leave a like and sub the channel if you guys are new, bro. Leave a like, and also if you're watching me on Twitter, make sure you go follow me. Zoom. Peace out. Love you guys, bro. Where the fuck? Yo, this song's this Gunner song's fire.
You nigga been hating way too long. Yeah. Too long. How about that?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm with the AP, spent 200K. They told me that frost, rainbow face. They hope I fall off, ain't no way. I might be alright, but it ain't okay. Niggas got left, niggas went right, I went left and stay left, and ain't nothing the same. They run their lips, I put my purple and stepping my foot in the pedal of rain. Spinning shit like I'm ahead of the game. You say they gon' drop and it better be flame. Lil' mommy gon' top, she gon' suck till I'm drained. My top 5 topper in love with her brain. Her cause to see, Hamptons and Mykonos, Greece, man, they love me in Spain. Her kickin' P, land on the jet with a bitch with a big body frame. Just like a biker, rockin' black. Margiela Loaf was the one with the lace. Put up the title, yeah, right. Don't think these little niggas really wanna race. I got that fire, I spit crack. I got that face, gon' recite what I say. Came in a ladder, this ain't no threats. This a blue Scotty, I smoke to the face. Made it to the light, they still throwing shade. I was locked up taking chips for a train. From the boss, pay more than minimum wage. These blue hunters keeping my mental straight. Talking that God in the middle of the day. Ain't no human being determine my fate. The more I get it in, the more they gon' hate. They live by the beans, I know what you pay. Yeah. Don't tell me I'm on one tonight. Yeah. Don't play with me, play with a mic. She psycho, we stop at the light. These rappers ain't copying right. Get dressed and rap out in the night.
Everything
Trim,
with
I
me,
got
dog.
them enticed.
Institution, for real, man. You gotta stand firm, dog. You gotta stay solid.
Project Baby 2 coming out soon.
For real. Look,
Hey man, nigga got this little burden off my back, dog.
For
I'm
real,
trying to
man. Got
celebrate.
this little.
Let's go with
Everyday hustle like William. Yeah. Everyday hustle like William. I'm charging the chicken just for the verse. Yeah. I get in that kitchen, I cook, go to work. I go berserk. Yeah. Go out and get it, secure the city, can't sing like the Titanic. Bitch don't want my free band bandit. This paper coming to me 24 hours. I can't go sleep. I know the power of $1, told 50 rounds at least. She know I get money, she know. Soon as I up, let's go. Just like double alone. Stay down with me or let me go. Strap the whip out just like clothes. Inspire me to whip up the flow. She with me, she down like the bros. Holding me down like the chosen one. Early in the morning, go. Late up at night, go. Just be precise. Got a pack for the flight. All I took was a Nina. I show up in a Beamer. Making cougars like Trina. Water flow, Aquafina. Science to me like Tina. Sipping dope out the liter. Meditation out the kush. Drinking high tech and Trish. New Bugatti, y'all check the fence out. Soon as the bitch check the rinse out. You down or you scared? I knew she was just about to say it. I break a little bread. Don't let this shit go to your head.
Biggest. Going broke, niggas in the panic. Selling dope, niggas in the pallet. Young killer, city full of talent. You testify, hate to see it happen. New bitch, never meet the parents. Triple beam, mama keep it balanced. Built the bunker real deep in Tampa. Got 200 cars, haters screaming. Baby mama still the biggest out. Team of shooters just to keep it locked. Rolls Royce, you can keep it top. Bag of old money, let it see it rock. Yellow bitch, better keep it camping. Luther Campbell, I'm the new example. Metro booming, time to cue the sample. Niggas moving bricks, then you can use the family. Black jet, I just flew to Texas. Sipping tusks, mama came second. Never seen me on ketamine, but for the real team, I can win the game. In the cell, on the cell phone. How you selling dope when it smell wrong?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Fighting for your life, spin by the house pillar. Bare face, just like I'm Lil' Critter. Body snatchers, wig splitters, cap pillars, grave diggers, snake niggas. Ain't nobody safe, nigga. Meet me at the nearest coach spot. Middle of the slum, standing at the boat dock.
Loading up the cash, move it in the U-Haul. Went inside my bag when I took a roof off. Crash dummy, gone retarded, spending cash money. Smashing in a demon, still a smasher European. Gold digging bitches, you can't tell a nigga shit. He just got his first switch, can't tell these little niggas shit. Tryna put him on some game, he rather you put him on a hit. Living in the trenches, it's survival of the fix. 30 milligrams, niggas rather take the fit. Niggas got it out the buzz, codeine when you piss. Drop a brick in the toilet, he ain't talk about shit. Drop a brick in the toilet, he ain't talk about shit.
That shit don't pop in the hood, man. I'm talking about the grimy nigga in the hood. I don't know what little supposed to be hood you from, but in the real hood in America, that shit.
Make it out the hood, they say you Hollywood. How dare you niggas tell me that I got it good? Gotta check and treat it niggas like I'm Robin Hood. When it was time to stand up for me, see nobody stood. And I was looking at you niggas, all the ones I fed. Had me grinding all them nights when you was going to bed. And if you think I owe you something, nigga, go on ahead. Treat you like I never knew you, put it on your head. And I got Poppy on my line like when you coming home. My mama see it in my face, she know that something wrong. Body dropping in my city all summer long. I don't bail, but I still gotta keep something on. Cause I can't let him take my life. You might get left, you make that right. When he got left, it wasn't right, but he was tryna live that life. I call up Kuna with that jet. We like 3 deep, we take that flight. Just to land in California, play that studio all night. We stand down. For the love of the millions, ain't laying down. Left you in the hood, what you saying now? The niggas wanted to smoke, you said stand down. Cold heart, never get cold feet when the pressure come. It was beef, I had to tell niggas you better come. Sister said they getting over, it's like you letting them. Some shit I had to learn my lesson from. Checking in, checking out, I just had to check you out. 2012, it was 50 niggas when I'm stepping out. Forgot the time you asked me for a check and I ain't lived it out. I ain't even know you was upset, that's what this shit about. A green piece of paper can turn you to a hater. When you can't bring up one time, you return me for a favor. So I play these niggas real close, talking closer than my neighbors. Cause I know the signs when niggas switch sides, catch them vapors. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would ride with me. Found out you was jealous, you won't even grind with me. And when I caught the 6, you wanted the 550.
Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would ride with me. Found out you was jealous, you won't even grind with me. And when I caught the 6, you wanted the 550.
See, I look at it like this. What I supposed to spend 1,000 nights in the studio rapping my lights out, going city to city. Can't take my son to school when I want to. Can't see my mama, my family when I want to. They give a nigga my money, they act like he hanging with me. I ain't never been sweet. Far as I can remember, every time I went to jail, I had to stand up in that bitch by myself. I ain't even never think about a nigga calling my baby mama to pick my son up to take him to the movies. Go play basketball while I'm doing this time in the cell. Acting like I owe you something. Shit hurt my heart to see some of my closest friends turn their back on me about that attention needle. All green piece of paper with a slave master on the front of that shit. I used to hear niggas that I was feeding, I heard them whispering, Meek Mill finish. I was like, damn, I was feeding you, bro. All I did was keep grinding. Through the storm, nigga, I'm like Derrick Rose on a 50-point night. On a deli base, nigga. For the love of the millions, royalty over loyalty, never get it confused. I got real friends and family that never turn their back on me for the love of the money. I got a homie that's doing life. He can't offer me no money, he can't offer me nothing but a friendship and a relationship. I talk to him 7 days a week. So don't come to me talking about no money shit, nigga. So if you feel some type of way about my money, we going to the furthest extent to protect that plate that go in front of my son on the table, nigga. One love to all my family and friends that stayed down through all the madness. Well, I had to sacrifice and put it all on the line. One time for my mom and sister that never changed on me. Even before I had money, ride or die, no matter what. Dream chasing for life, you did? I told niggas stop asking me where niggas at. If you don't see them in the pictures with me, that mean they faded away. I got my niggas I dissing myself from, we love each other, it's all love, but everybody can't make it. Niggas wanna burn a bridge and expect you to send a yacht. Huh? Where they do that at?
One of them ones. Right. Western Road flows, I did this shit for my nigga Rennie. Back when we couldn't buy pizza cause we were down to pennies. Feel like we go back a century, run to the store for centuries. Then bring it back to your brother, man, we had to respect it. He was wavy doing mixtapes out of your basement. He let us hit the weed on occasion for entertainment. Then he would leave us at the house and go out on a mission. We probably would've got in less trouble just going with him. Feel like I never say much, but man, there's a lot to know. Feel like the difference between us really starting to show. I'm looking at they first week numbers like, what are those? I mean, you boys not even coming close. I gave niggas like you a reason for celebration. You number one and I'm Eddie Murphy, we trading places. Look in the mirror, I'm closer than I really appear. Creeping like chili without the tender love and care. No tender love and care, no love and affection. I got a price on my head, but there's a risk to collecting. I might be here as a vessel to teach people a lesson. Feel like they wanted me dead, but couldn't pull it together. Yeah. But here we are and it's a new semester. 40 the only one that know how I deal with the pressure. A couple nights where it started to feel like the feelings faded. A lot of problems that can't be fixed with a conversation. Yeah. Your best day is my worst day. I get green like Earth Day. You treat me like I'm born yesterday, you forgot my birthday. You don't be scoring perfect. You don't be working like how we be working. You platinum like rappers on Hershey's, boy, that shit is worthless. You get the message over and over like it was urgent. And then act like you ain't heard it when you see me in person. The only thing I did to end up here was put the work in. And did it with a purpose. Used to have secret handshakes to confirm my friendships. Nowadays they just shaking my hand to hide the tension. A lot of people just hit me up when my name is mentioned. Shout out to KD, we relate, we get the same attention. It's raining money, Oklahoma City Thunder. The most successful rapper 35 and under. I'm assuming everybody's 35 and under. That's when I'm planning retirement, it's already funded. Yeah. I brought your wifey out the St. Martin. She violated, I sent her back where it all started. How quick they are to forget about their bachelor apartment. Leave it to niggas like you to show them light in the darkness. Told my mama that I found a lady in the east. Cancun when I got signed, they upgraded the suite. Don Julio in the freezer that they gave us for free. I get you all you can eat, just have some patience with me. You wouldn't tell me you love me, started seeing Monique. Last time I heard from Monique, T-Minus was making beats. I used to hit the corner store to get Tahiti treat. Now they talk at the corner stores, I'm TBE. The best ever, don't ever question, you know better. But shit ain't always how it seems when it's so together. Yeah. I let that last line breathe, it take a second to get it. Western Road flows, my confidence level getting settled. Don't get hyped for the moment, then start to backpedal. Don't let your newfound fame fool you, cloud up your judgment to talk loosely. I really do this, been flowing stupid since Vince Carter was on some through the legs arm and a hoop shit. Drinking Hypnotic with Glenn Lewis, I been through it. Y'all was so afraid to lay claim to it. Too busy face screwing on waist movements. You was riding TTC Metro, I had the place booming. First take Drake, you know I rarely have to take to it. And they still take to it. Big Apple had the white Hummer parked right in front of Fluid. And we be walking in that bitch like we already knew it. But money can't buy happiness, Jelly talking truthful. But I'm happiest when I can buy what I want, get high when I want. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Summer 16.
Yeah.
Free bands, OVO.
Talking duffel talk. Yeah. 100 racks bustin' out the rapper. 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 100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
And I got a
100 racks bustin' out the rapper. 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 100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper. All y'all niggas don't matter. I hit threes all balanced. I switch hands like Allen. I'm just blessed for talent. For the whole 6, I'm wildin'. You think she your baby girl? She tests us like Dallas. Oh shit, guess it don't matter. Talk down on me, I'm flattered. Whole free band on Xanax. Y'all can't do no damage. Wrong cup, guess it don't matter. This one tastes like candy. This one must be Hendrix. Fuck y'all boys, y'all finished. You're dead. I don't talk to hoes about business. Diamond in my tooth from the dentist. Put a nigga name in the Guinness. Remember when phones on minutes. I ain't dead yet like I'm Bruce Willis. I ain't really worried about her image. Y'all still treat it like a scrimmage. And I got a
100 racks bustin' out the rapper. 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 100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
DJ Esco.
I got a
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
Yeah.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
Why not?
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
Okay.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
Okay.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
Okay.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
True.
100 racks bustin' out the rapper.
100,000 buzzing out a rapper. Count up till I get a callus. I don't really talk to y'all rappers. Put codeine on the snapper. Put codeine on the salad. Guess I'm on the codeine diet. Put another 100 on the rifle. Everybody better be quiet. Everybody put your hand higher. Then I try to talk like higher. All of them 16 fire. All of them a bitch and buyer. They buying extra clothes. I mean, they buy sexual. I mean, Versace sectional. I mean, roll up the Texaco. I mean, this is the crazy flow. I got a straight jacket in the booth. I smoke a joint during the interview. Got the Rolex playing peekaboo. All you niggas that took the swag, I'ma have to get residuals. I'm a different individual. Got my hand on my genitals.
I got a
100 racks bustin' out the rapper. 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 100 racks
Alright, chat, yo, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, bro. Peace out. Love you guys, bro. Take it easy.